Hey guys, good evening. Welcome back to our channel. Hey, beautiful people. How's everyone doing? Welcome. Good afternoon. Good evening. Welcome to tonight's show. How are you, Ray? I hope you are well. How is your week going so far? It's midweek already. The days are flying by. The months are moving quickly, and Christmas is around the corner. Have you started decorating? Who started? Do we have any Christmas enthusiasts in the house that love to decorate and start shopping in October? Oh my goodness. Welcome, everybody. Actually, salute. How many people love Christmas? Is your tree out? I don't usually get my tree out until maybe a week to Christmas. Then I'll leave it on till March. Chai, Chineke. When people are bringing out tree in December, November, me I'll bring my own out a week to Christmas. Then when Christmas finish, to remove it now is wahala. This year, I'm just gonna be looking whether they want to put Christmas out or not. And could come me, because that Christmas tree thing, it can be work. It's a lot of work. Hey, somebody is already blessing me with super chat. Adana, my love. Oh, Amalicha, thank you so much. God bless you for that $50 super chat. She said, thank you for all you do, Sis B. Thank you, darling. Adana and I met when she came to London a few weeks ago. Very beautiful, beautiful woman. And she can dance. She's got the steps. Sexy mama. Thank you, darling. I really appreciate you. God bless you, my darling. Your pocket will never run dry. God bless you. You know the show I did about standard? I think it really resonates with a lot of people. We might need to do an update on that. A lot of people have been reaching out to me and talking about that show. Because a lot of younger people single people who always say that the shows are mostly for older people. But, we try to do shows that, all demographic can, you know, relate with. So that standard one was one that I did was last week or so. And since then a lot of people have been saying that, they it really blessed them. So I think I'm thinking of doing another update on the standard one just to give some examples of, you know, what I will consider as, realistic and unrealistic standards. Okay. Because a lot of people were like, oh, when your standards are too high, when your standards are too high. So I think maybe some people are mistaking what standard means. So I was thinking about it yesterday and taking some notes down that we'll have an update. If you want us to have an update to do another one to talk about, I think I itemized about seven. I don't know. Seven is my favorite numbers. I always like to do seven. About 7 or 8, you know, rights or positive standards. Let's say positive and negative. Let's use that. Should we do it? If you want me to do it, give me a super chat and give me a thumbs up as you're coming in. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Today is the 25th of October 2023. Appreciate you all. God bless you. Thank you so much. Give us a thumbs up. So today, there's something that is going on Nigerian Twitter. And I don't like it. Let me not lie. I don't like it at all. Something is going on Nigerian Twitter whereby people are basically just lying. I don't know why people feel like it is okay for them to just sit up and cook up stories. I saw somebody did the same thing a couple of weeks ago. One content creator wanted to promote their blog. On top of all the lie where lie, no still sell. You go pay Insta blog. And then this man, very matured man, oh, who will be in his 60s, will not be young boy, oh. Now started telling all these tales about Tales by Moonlight. And it's all around diaspora women. I said, what did diaspora women do, by the way? What did Nigerian women do now? Eh? What did Nigerian women do? D, thank you. I should do it. Okay. No, thanks for the super chat. I think this narrative about Nigerian women is really getting out of hand now. Because there is an agenda. Yes, there are problems in marriages everywhere in the world. Okay? Did you guys see that video? A lot of you shared the video with me. I think I might as well just play it. Before we get into the show, so many people shared the video with me of this Indian man that, the daughter was living a marriage and decided to celebrate it because they do their wedding very big, apparently. Indian weddings are very big. And this man decided that, you know what, I'm just going to celebrate my daughter. And what he said really, really, it touched my heart. Let me show you guys the video before we even get on. Because I keep saying this, the way some Nigerian men are running Nigerian women down is not the best. And Ola usually uses one word for this group of men. It's not all men, no. It's not majority. It's a few percentage. But the negative voices are always louder. And that's where my concern is coming from. Ola usually say that men who run to social media to be, all this narrative that they are pushing, all this narrative that they are lover boys. Yeah. That's what man of prestige usually say. So the video I was talking about, I'm showing you now. Give us a thumbs up. This is a video of an Indian man. The story is very endearing. You guys know that Asians as well as Africans, now marriage be our life. The economy of Nigeria, with the way business owners are complaining about the dollar and everything, you would think the way the dollar is now and the pound. Today, pound was 1,507 naira. 1 pound. 1,507 naira. I don't know how much dollar is. So you can see that there's fire on the mountain. Imagine how people are going through things in Nigeria. And when you come to social media, instead of saying things that will help people to grow, navigate these challenging times and everything, no, now it's also about marriage, about relationship. Nigerian women, I be the favorite topic of these lover boys, according to Ola. A few of them just have this campaign and they keep painting these stories around Nigerian women. Don't bring Nigerian women abroad. Don't bring Nigerian women abroad. I say, waiting, brother. But I'm on arrest now. This is getting out of hand. It's just getting out of hand. While I know that marriages worldwide are suffering and people are getting more divorced than they were maybe 20 years ago, it's not a Nigerian thing and it's not an obodooyinbo thing alone. But the narrative these people keep pushing is that it's only Nigerian women in the abroad. Now that they divorce there. And the stories that they put out there is always one-sided. They basically make it sound as if once you bring a Nigerian woman here, the next thing is to chase you out of the house. That's the story I'm going to do today. Because they never give you the full story. But before I get to that, I wanted you guys to see this video. So this is the video of the Indian man who said that the story is that the father had given the daughter out in marriage. Yeah. And their weddings are very, very lavish weddings. The name of the man is Saski Gupta. And the daughter is Prem Gupta. She got married to somebody that is called Sakim Kumar. an engineer in April 2022. Listen, oh, just last year. However, the story said that as soon as she began to experience suffering from abuse from him and her in laws, she tried to sort out the situation for months. She confided her predicament to her father, and the father stood behind her gidigba pe, the child that I trained, my daughter that I trained, I'm not going to tolerate it. And the father fully supported her decision to end the marriage because of DV. Can you hear this? And this is what the man said. The man said, we should bring our daughters back home with respect, dignity, when marriages end. And he decided to celebrate her leaving that DV situation. She basically organized people. Now, I don't see people, the video. They organized the return with drums and celebration. They had fireworks and everything. And she rolled her luggage back home with the crowd following her, rejoicing, singing, and welcoming her home. This one, our papa, oh, there are fathers and there are fathers. You think he doesn't know what he's doing? You think this man doesn't know what he's doing? Which man, which father would not want the daughter to be happy or to be safe? When we talk about these things, people think, oh, you just want people to the marriages to end. No, it's all about safety first. Safety is what we care about. And when somebody gets into a Mongo Park situation whereby the person is unsafe, in our culture, they will blackmail you to remain there. If you dare to remain, then they start all this narrative that I'm saying. Can you see the video? You see the crowd? Can you see drumming? Yeah, drumming. Let me put volume. Let me put the sound so you can see how they are drumming. That's the father holding. You see, they are hugging her. They are welcoming her. That's the father. So before the father will take a decision like this, you can imagine definitely knows that the person that married the daughter is not somebody that is willing to lose his daughter to due to DV. She told her father, and I'm sure we know how their families in Asian families are. They are like Nigerian African families as well. They are open families and big families, and I'm sure they would have tried in one way or the other. Let me show you the man's picture properly here to intervene. But the man said, no, this is my daughter. This is my daughter. I am not going to allow this man, this Mongo Park, to treat her this way. And he shared the video of the welcome back party on Facebook. And this is what he wrote. We get our daughters married with pomp and show. But if the spouse and family turn out to be wrong or do wrong things, then we should bring our daughters back home with the same respect and dignity, because daughters are very precious. You see why the video is trending? Hmm? And so there was a wave of positive comments from people who are from that background, Indians, Asian, generally. Of course, it will trend because it's unheard of. But do you see the smile in the daughter's face? So the point I'm trying to make is that when marriages end, please, let us dig a little bit. Let us dig a little bit further. Women are not crazy people. I'm not saying that women are saints. They are bad people generally. They are bad men. They are bad women. But when a marriage ends, you need to dig a little bit deeper to find out what really happened. Tell me more what happened. But what we see in our culture is that all these Mongo parks are on social media. And people that want to market their business now on, what's it called? On Twitter. Twitter is their headquarters. Twitter is their headquarters. Look at what this father did. Look at the girl, the woman. She's smiling, she's beaming. Of course, she will still be sad inside that marriage is ending. Nobody is truly happy when a marriage ends. There will be disappointment there, but safety is the first thing. And when anybody their life is at risk for whatever reason because of a marriage, then you should be looking at safeguarding that person. That's what we try to preach here. That's what we try to do here. But you know the names where they don't call us. Nothing they never call us finish. Until it can't happen to them, then they will come run to us. Auntie B, oh, save me, oh, help me, oh, this, oh, that, oh. I go, they look. Now, the same person where don't call you names, oh. You can't please this word. Jesus could not do it. Who am I? I won't even try. There is no point. So, welcome everybody. Give us a thumbs up. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for joining the stream tonight. We want to talk about all this narrative on social media because Otis sue me and I got into it with somebody. I don't like doing that because it's just it's a waste of time sometimes. But sometimes you can't resist because it's so annoying that you want to say something. You want to like say, come on now, you guys, think about this. It's not even the person that is involved that is narrating this story. Oh. It's somebody else who claims that they are a lawyer. They are the ones narrating this story. And of course, they are going to use Twitter because they know that, the story is sensational. Marriage breakup, the blogs will carry the story. So let me again share, let me share the screen so I can read it from Instagram with you guys so you can see. I already have it there, but it's better to let me just share it so that you see. I keep repeating, black women are so disrespected worldwide because our men don't respect us. Yeah. If black men will start to celebrate their daughters, they start to celebrate their wives the way they celebrate their mothers, then the disrespect on black women will reduce. The kind of disrespect that we face. And you see the funny thing, the same people that disrespect women, black women so much, are the ones that their mother is angels to them. And I'm wondering, is your mother not a black woman? They protect their mother. They protect their siblings who are girls. But if it's a romantic relationship, it's like that woman does not have a family. Maybe she fell down from heaven or whatever. I don't know why. Black men, please, just because even if you have a negative experience, they say, okay, oh, this woman did bad. She did something to you. She treated you badly. It doesn't mean that you should demonize all black women. The way Nigerian women are being demonized on social media these days, otikpoju. Yeah, it's too much. Especially Nigerian women in the diaspora. All sorts of narratives. All sorts of things being said. Don't bring your wife abroad. Don't bring your wife. I say, what about the men? I thank God we have a few people here that brought their husbands abroad. Everybody assumes that every woman that is abroad is your husband that bring you. What about the women that are bringing their husband? In fact, in that trend, this trend I'm about to read to you, one person said, I brought my husband, and from nowhere he divorced me without any explanation. But women don't usually talk because of shame. They keep quiet. But these days, all these lover boys, according to Ola, run on social media and they are just, because of that now, and they keep quoting statistics. That's the one that even makes me laugh because you tell, how many? Out of 10 Nigerian women that are brought abroad, how many? Give me your statistics, give me your research. I want to see that you've conducted survey. So you can quote to me and tell me that 80% of marriages in the diaspora are breaking. You don't have that because it's the negative stories that you hear every day. You brought your husband, Momo's Beatcraft. I think we need to begin to hear you people's story. Because it's like women don't bring men. It's only men that bring women. And all the women they bring are always bad women. You two that went to marry a bad woman, you didn't know? You should own it. Be accountable. Pastor Shola said that if the country is not good, they will hold the president responsible. So if the home is not running properly, you as the head of the family is going to be held responsible. What is your leadership style? Yeah, diplomats. They say it's lover boy. Ola said that any man that is crying on social media, that their imported wife have done something to them. Ola said they are lover boys though. So I'm using that word lover boy very loosely. Mm, yeah. So this narrative and the hatred that people are brewing on social media between Nigerian men and Nigerian women is getting out of hand. And that's why I wanted to address it tonight. Somebody was challenging me and saying, your platform, you always bring people to share story. I say, yes, I bring people who are survivors of DV. And that is a demography. It does not represent the majority of marriages in the abroad. What are you guys talking about? There are so many people that are married in the abroad and they are living their life. They are happy. Go and do your research properly and stop with this demonizing of women. Kilo de gone. Eh? Just reality say the war against Nigerian women on Twitter is real. You can see what I'm saying. So this uncle came again today. His name is Dele. He say his name is Dele. They say he's a lawyer. Olawanle. And he wrote this lengthy episode about how before you decide to relocate to the UK, do not only think of the money you will make or the qualification you will get. Think also of whether your marriage will survive and whether your children will not be taken away by social services or whether your children will not be turned against you, will not be turned against you. Can you see that narrative? In one paragraph, look at all the things he's dropping. Number one, whether your marriage will survive, whether your children will be taken by social services, which is a very, very, again, another very wrong narrative that Nigerians keep carrying this story all over the place about how social services are taking people's children. This person claims to be a lawyer and you are saying this. So your children will just be okay. There's no problem of child protection, safeguarding issue. Social services will just come to your house and carry your children. Abi? Oh, girl. I don't understand. And the people who are reading these things, most of them don't even know how these countries operate. Most of them are in Nigeria. Some of them have never even been to embassy before. So they just believe it. Your children are going to be turned against you by who? Is it their teacher that will turn them against you, or be who? The government or what? And then he said, I'm dealing with a lot of sad cases at the moment. And let me tell you one. If you're a real lawyer, are you not breaking your client confidentiality by sharing their story on social media? What kind of Oluwole lawyer is sharing their client story on social media? Then he went on and said, a man brought his wife and 3 children to the UK as dependents. The wife got here and became very uncooperative. She became very unruly. She hid her money and called the police on her husband. Can you see that? You just bring a wife from Nigeria. Next thing, she's unruly, she's uncooperative, she's hiding money, she's rude, and then she'll just call the police. Is the person, have they lost their mind? The same Nigerian women that are groomed from the day they are born to stay in husband house and marry. Keep your marriage, daddy. The church will sink into your hair, your parents will sink into your hair. All the things that, all the BS that is making women, even the ones that are going through DV, they will stay there because of all the narrative. Just look at that paragraph again. Look at that paragraph. Does it make sense? Because they never tell you the whole story of what happened. And that is my concern. They tell this story just to stir people's emotions up. And people fall for it all the time on social media. They try to create this huge divide between men and women, Nigerian men and women, to create this narrative that, oh, Nigerian women are bad, they are evil. Talk about the ones that are good, even though some of us are bad. The ones that are good, unko. The ones that are supportive, unko. Nobody talks about them. So this lawyer carried on. Let me read it to you. He said about the man that brought his wife and 3 children. The minute she got here, she became very uncooperative. She became very unruly. She hid her money and called the police on her husband. First of all, in the UK police is not like Nigerian police that you can just call and say, come on, arrest this person. Take 1,000 or take 5,000. Help me carry this person and lock them up. You don't use the police over here like that. If you call the police unnecessarily, it's a waste of, you waste their time. They can even arrest you. And he said the husband is a professional. He cried his house throughout the time that he was in police custody, to the extent that a senior police officer became interested in the case. Why was he arrested? The police can never arrest you without evidence. So is it just because you have a disagreement, so they will now call police will now put anchors on your hand and carry? I don't understand. What really happened? They don't tell us the full story, and this is it's very frustrating for me. It is very frustrating and it's misleading. Tell us the whole story. It's just like this last story we had of Sarah that came here to share. When she eventually called the police, if the husband, that Mongo Park that you people heard about, wants to go on social media now, he will not tell you where I brought her from Nigeria. She called police for me. He will not tell you of the day that he used her head to bash a wall and blood was gushing out. He will not tell you that this woman has been having headache non-stop and you told her not to go to hospital, but she should be drinking paracetamol every day. Why do people just make things up without giving the full details of what happened? I'm not saying that some women don't misuse, the opportunities that we have as women in the diaspora, but the police are not, they are trained to investigate. That is their job. They need to look into it, and they cannot even charge you without evidence. They need evidence. So, according to this Mr. Lawyer, he said that one policeman got interested in the case. He decided to take over and investigate the case. Listen to this. He took the wife's mobile phone and discovered that people have been texting the wife about what to say to the police to get the right to live in the UK with her children without her husband and put the man in trouble. Policeman took the wife's phone. First of all, what right would a policeman have to take somebody's phone in the UK? Because when they make this story up, I just think about it. Is this same UK me I'm staying in? Abi is another UK? This story seems to me like a made-up story because it doesn't make sense. First of all, they arrest the man based on where the wife came abroad and changed and hiding money. Then they now arrest him. When they now arrested him, another police now got interested in the case and now took the wife's phone. Is it Nigerian police? Oyibo police, the same Oyibo police that they train properly will take on what grounds would they ask the wife to submit her phone? For what? Okay, let me continue to read it. Why I know this story is complete BS. And he now said, long story short, she has been arrested and is in police custody. Aye Leo. Can you see how the thing flipped? So once they saw, according to the brother lawyer, they now saw that the wife was getting advice from people on how to put the husband in trouble to get paper. They now arrested her. On what charges? For lying? What did they arrest for again? That she's now in custody. Can you see story? It doesn't add up to me. It does not. This story is complete made up. It's a lie. Fallacy. Onira is a lie. So he now went on. This is exactly where he's going to. But he needed to paint that story so that people can believe, because this is an agenda. And I think it's a very satanic agenda. Please, if you're one of those people that are always going on social media to go and be painting this story, you are not helping our community. We shouldn't be doing things like this. This man obviously has a story he wants to sell, but he needed to paint a small story so that people can believe what is coming next. And this is exactly where he was going. So, this is why he now said, don't just japa because others are traveling out. Think of the state of your own family. Think of the wife or husband that you are married to. Think of what they are capable of if they get to the Western world. This applies to men and women. Just to balance it now, of course, it applies to men and women. A lot of you are losing your family. And a lot of you that are losing your family are copycats. You do not think of the situation before you jumped into it. Are you sure you are ready for it? Please please help me make this story to make sense. Maybe it's not, it's me that I'm not, I'm because how does it go from it just painted something that, oh, they came abroad, the wife became unruly, she became disrespectful, she lied, police came, arrested the husband. Oh, one policeman was not interested in case, took the wife's phone, now she's arrested because they now found out that people were advising her. What kind of bull crap story is this? What is the offense that they are arresting her for? What did they arrest him for? For me personally, the way I look at this whole thing, that this uncle, this story that, they concocted, and just maybe they have some, they've heard some story. Remember that uncle on TikTok that was giving advice the other time? They've heard stories about how Obodo women used to do like this. So they just sit down and make things up. The UK police will go and arrest somebody based on pay. The wife called police on him, and now they now arrested her. So I don't understand. And I saw the story, and I knew that this story does not add up. It doesn't make sense to me. So I put a comment there and I said, most Nigerians are not critical thinkers. No wonder. Anybody can just make up story to trend these days, and you lot will believe it. This story is a massive lie. I put it on Linda Ikeji, it's still there. You can go and see. It's got 17 responses and 71 likes. People are responding. I didn't want to answer them. I just said my own, because I know all this narrative they keep pushing. If you come abroad, social service. I've been living here for going 18 years. Why has police not taken my? Why has social services not taking my children? If this is how social services are, crazy people that are always looking for the street, or going to the street of London looking for black children to take. Do you know the process it takes before a child is taken from their parents? If you work in social service, you will know it's not a decision that one person takes. You have to go to court. You go before a judge, and you must become correct. You have evidence to show why you think that child is at risk. A judge needs to sign it off before you can even go with police to say, okay, it's only on that child protection that you can take a child. Sometimes when social services get involved in cases, it's not even to take a child, it's to help the families to parent properly. Maybe there's issue of neglect, there's issue of, parental neglect and things like that, or the family are struggling financially. They can also help to help you, link you with services that can help. But they demonize social services. So I said, this story is a massive lie. Stop lying to push your devilish narrative about diaspora marriages. I talk my own finish, waka go, but of course, people will not allow you to talk and just waka go. No, they have something to say. They must have something to say. And somebody came for me in the comment section. Let me read it to you guys. Somebody came for me there and was quoting statistics about 80%, 70%. I say, Benny, song. You don't have any statistics. Stop quoting what you don't know. Stop quoting. So the person came for me and was like, Kinika, what did this person say, Seth? Let me see. The comments even plenty, Seth. Ataya. First of all, somebody said that, what about my own? This is a woman, Joy. She said, what about my own? That brought a divorce letter to me without any discussion. If na me do am, everybody for the talk say women, they bring, women they bring abroad, they do this anyhow, any day. He said, one day I will tell my story. Joy said that. And of course, all the comment, people will be there. It happens a lot. It happens a lot. So this person came and tagged me. I don't know, faceless and nameless people. Always using one image and putting a name that is not a name. And the person said, Obodoyibo, sister, 87% of diaspora marriages know they work. Where did you get your statistics from? Nigerians like to quote statistics that they have no evidence. They don't have any. They've not. There's nothing to support it. No evidence of anything. You just, from your head, you just calculate. Say, okay, if I say 90 is too close. Let me just quote 87. Where did you get that figure from? And by the way, it's not only obodo that marriages are breaking. Nigeria, every day, marriages are ending. So why are you people so obsessed with obodo marriages? And then the person now say the ones that work now because say these women family know they suffer for Nigeria. Oh. Guess when their family they try for Nigeria, no they come abroad for anything other than her husband and to build herself skillfully, then establish herself, which is a 1,000% advantage. I don't even know what this one they talk. They give me headache. It's giving me headache. You both have they give me headache. I know fit. The main one I'm going to is this one. This is the one that I decided to call me out in their full chest. Me self come for them. I don't like to do this, but sometimes people need to be schooled. You have to school them. So the person attacked me and say, you have a platform where you tell stories about real life happenings. So does that mean that your followers are not critical thinkers? Does that mean that you have been lying to your own followers? Why do you need critical thinkers to barely understand what this lawyer has said? So to run now, the lawyer now somebody that is of a superior knowledge, so he must know. These things do happen. Are you going to deny they don't? Fact check in the US, UK, Germany, most European countries, and anywhere Africa, especially Nigerian families live, these things do happen. I know lots of family in the UK where what I mentioned happened to them, where the wives indicted that where the wives was indicted is not to mention that some men are also culpable in their side experiences by treating the women bad. At least he acknowledged that. I give him that. Don't even get me started about here in the USA, where most Igbo people in Texas, Igbo men, when I don't collect, he said most Igbo men for Texas have been arrested for marrying their wives that they brought from Nigeria due to irreconcilable differences. These cases are public record for anyone to fact check. You don't need to be a critical thinker for these stories. Okay, so that's what this person said. So I read it because they tagged me. I wish they would just leave their comment and leave me alone. But no, they will not. He knows that I have a platform. He knows that people come to share my story. So definitely he knows what I do. So I decided, you know what, this is my fan. Let me respond. I responded. And I said, ordinarily, I will not bother to respond to a faceless and nameless troll who tags me on social media platform. However, seeing that you are my fan, I put it in cap. I shall make an effort. And I put a yawn emoji. Then I said, my platform is a domestic violence support, victim support group. Therefore, majority of the people who come on my show are survivors of DV. However, this demographic does not represent the majority of diaspora marriages. And except you have real statistics to prove otherwise, my point is sustained. A healthy marriage in Nigeria will remain a healthy marriage even when you japa. The narrative that a whole lot of misogynistic Nigerian men who recently relocated abroad about Nigerian women abroad is misleading and outrightly dangerous. The bottom line is married couples need to treat one another with respect, mutual respect, compromise, and understanding. Otherwise, when I go explain, tire, and I'll continue to explain, and I go they cry for social media every day to gullible folks who rarely care. They don't really care. Then I said, tell me about the real issues. Why marriages both in Nigeria and in the diaspora are failing. And I will listen. But stop the BS and scare campaign. Any marriage that crumbles due to Japa was already finished in Nigeria. The couple were just there keeping up appearances. Then I put it in caps. It is not relocation that breaks marriage. It is not relocation. The marriage was already broken. A lot of people leave marriages, they've left that marriage emotionally years before. So I said, it's not location that breaks marriage, enough said. Then he didn't rest, he came back again. And he said that Me, I said I will not bother to respond that whatever that he said, Obodo TV, you will not bother to respond to a faceless and nameless troll. But then you took the time to write a novel. He said I wrote a novel. You know, not saying I English with my first degree. If I want write, I feel write 5 pages. If I mean you, Instagram no go get enough space for me to write, which I won't tell you. You'll go to think your life. So don't try me. I said, and he said, um, I wrote a novel, Tales by Moonlight, that you must have the preconceived notion that everyone on social media follows your platform. Well, you did tell me that people come to share story on my platform. How did you know if you didn't follow me? Of course, you are my fan. You knew exactly what I'm doing. That's how I know you are my fan. And then he said, that's what I called entitlement. I'm not your fan and I don't follow you. I don't intend to. If I was your fan, I would have known what you was about even before you mention it. In any case, more power to you and your platform for any positive impact you have made to help DV victims, both male and female. With that being said, I won't engage you in the back and forth. I already made my point when you called out people that listen to certified lawyer. Again, this certified lawyer matter hold am for body. Because it's a certified lawyer means he must be telling the truth. A certified lawyer stating his own experience is not, and I'm saying that people are not critical thinkers. Not everybody is gullible on social media. I said what I said. I didn't answer again. I left it there. Because I know he said he doesn't want to engage me, but if I want to engage him, he will. Because it sounds like the kind of person that wants to be going back and forth with me. To be honest, I don't have the time and I don't have the energy. That's the truth. I don't have the energy. I will tire. It will tire me out. So I just left it there. So you see, because it's a certified lawyer that said it, it must be true. The other day was an old man that is doing, is trying to blog and do YouTube videos that came and started telling the same BS stories. If you have real life situation, let's hear it. Stop cooking up stories. These stories that people are cooking up, and I'm not saying that these things don't happen, but it's not on in the proportion that it happens, is not the way they are making the narrative sound. It's too much. And they are trying to create a divide between the gender, and that's what I don't like. Yeah. All these so-called lawyer, you people cannot come up with economic solutions to Nigeria problem. You can't ever bring businesses that people will do so that they can earn income. No, it's only about obodo women, Nigerian women abroad. Now them buy market for on hand when they never pay. Now don't leave Nigerian women alone. You don't reach now where they go legalize this same-sex marriage. More now they marry on herself for yonder. So more now leave Nigerian women alone. Because me, I don't tire. Honestly, when I just legalize them so that they go they marry men. That man, they could catch other people again the other day when they do wedding for whether na Sokoto, I've been at Maduguri. They catch some for Delta. So make the cuckoo legalize and make everybody they marry who they want. Make them leave Nigerian women alone. I'm so tired of having to defend Nigerian women all the time. It's too much hate towards Nigerian women. Kilo day. What is it? Is it that they are no good Nigerian women? Every Nigerian woman is bad. Every Nigerian woman calls police for their husband. Every Nigerian woman does something. Why don't you ever talk about them? Nigerian women this, kilo day. So this is another one. This one, Malam. Now Malam write this one. It's the same narrative. There's no day you go on social media you don't see this post. They are everywhere. And he said, Mr. JB Jibri said, majority of Nigerian women are a risk when you take them abroad. The moment they discover that women have a lot of rights down there, they become very rude, unruly, and disobedient, knowing fully well that they can put the man in trouble and benefit from it. Can you see the same talking points? Did you guys notice it's the same language? They become very rude, unruly, and disobedient, disrespectful, rude, unruly. You guys just paint this narrative because you just want to drag Nigeria women. I don't tire. Honestly, I'm tired though. I don't tire. I know to say Nigerian women are saints, but come on now. There are millions of Nigerian women that are good women. Good. Now know they talk about them. Good women, blessed women who are doing their own thing, living their life quietly. Now no go ever talk about them. You know, because you guys are so bent on painting this narrative and painting Nigerian women black and red. Kilo day, they feel wale. If you tell them to marry for abroad, they go say no. Abroad women too open eye. They won't go Nigeria, go marry. If you can't go marry, go bring come, and they go say that Nigerian women when they marry from Nigeria, bring come. They're no good. Which you choose one. Choose one. Even Bible talk say because you're neither cold nor hot, I'll spit you out. Yeah, it's not the best. It's not really the best. So that brings me to the last thing I want to share with you guys tonight. And I saw it from Pastor Shola. If this one still on social media now, say go they talk Nigerian women, Nigerian women. If you want to know the truth about all these things, follow Pastor Shola. You will see what I'm saying. You know, because Pastor Shola is a therapist, that's why he knows these stories from both sides. And whenever he's talking, it will seem as if, oh, he's taking sides with women. Because he don't see him. He's seen it all. Yeah, he's seen it all. He don't see him. He don't see what they happen for our community. Okay. I be getting out to. Aha, this is the one. Yeah, this is the one, oh. This one shockitalize me, oh. If you follow Pastor Shola. The funny thing about when you follow the page is that when the men write or the women write, their spouses always come back before you know. The page be like it be like community court where they settle marital problems. This one I see now it shock me. Nkombe. Things are happening, my people. Let's be careful. Let us just be careful. So this person wrote to Dr. Shola and said, Dr. Shola, it's a pity we men will never listen to warnings. Go and advise your lawyer, the Paco lawyer that is writing narrative about Nigerian women. You better go and advise him. I fell into a big error that ruined my marriage 5 years ago. I'm still in it and it's not easy. I stepped out many times and eventually I brought home STD. I brought home an STD to my wife. She's living with an incurable sickness. Likewise, myself. I will write the whole story soon. Maybe someone will learn. Thanks for all you do. I stepped out on my marriage 5 years ago because I didn't listen to warning. And I brought home an incurable STD. And now, Madam Wife has been infected. Now the same Nigerian women where they talk about Bidiso. This is the same Nigerian woman that this lawyer and all these people, Jibri, are talking about. This is a Nigerian woman. And do you know what? I told you guys I know somebody that went through this. This one, I think he already had the disease before he even married her. He didn't disclose it. They got married and then she found out that she was infected. In this day and age, before you marry anybody, in fact, before you become exclusive or before you become intimate, go and run test, yo. Both of you must go to a neutral sexual health clinic and run tests. All the STS and STD, run all the tests because people are hiding their diseases and infecting people. Just imagine this now. This is a Nigerian couple. Now, uncle has repented now because he's finished. His eye don't clear. Ojo eti Jansi because he don't infect madam. And I can categorically tell you without a shadow of doubt that if they are in Nigeria, that woman is still in the marriage. She goes say, Momo fellow, where am I going to go? After all, we are infected together. Yeah. Is this same Nigerian woman? The uncle said that he brought home incurable disease. I saw logun when you no get medicine. You no get medication. Nothing you feel use. You no get treatment. And many things they out there when they don't get careful. So when it don't happen to them, that time I people go come begin they preach. They'll turn pastor, come begin they preach. Say, let's be careful out there. Oh. Let's be careful out there. Oh. I didn't listen. No, now he wants to use his own experience now to be teaching people after you have infected somebody else. Is this same Nigerian women? No. Thank you for listening. Them. God will bless you, Christiana. Help ABC, HIV, etc. There plenty. They not get they not get cure. So let's have a conversation about this. Why is it that people are running with this narrative? Is it that they are not happy marriages in the abroad? And some of you that brought your husband here, please, I want you to give me your opinion. Call and tell me. Why is it that the few incidences where marriages are ending, and do you honestly believe that is Japa that is ending these marriages? That is because the marriages were happy in Nigeria. They were all hunky-dory in Nigeria. Everybody was doing their own thing. And then they got to Obodo and the woman just suddenly got an illumination that, this is Obodo now. What am I doing with husband? I don't need husband anymore. Even though winter is 4 months and I'm going to be freezing. What do I need husband for? Let me call police and send my husband. Who thinks like that? I don't understand. There is no smoke without fire. Anytime you see fire, look where you go see smoke under. Why do people keep running with this narrative on social media just to sell this divide between men and women on social media? What is the point in doing this? Every day on social media, now what you go to see? Nigerian women, abroad this, wikilo day. There are women that have gone to Nigeria to marry men. They brought their men here. They are still happily married. There are some that the men have left. Same thing, there are men that have gone to Nigeria to marry. They are still happily married. Some, the women have left. But all I'm saying is that it's not abroad that is making them leave. Yes, abroad creates opportunity that they may not have had in Nigeria. Maybe they are more empowered. Maybe they have more, capacity or more resources. Yes, all these services are available, especially when there's DV. But there is nobody that spits out honey, that your marriage is sweet. The problem is that we'll say it now. I know that people will not like it. A lot of our brothers, unfortunately, want to continue with the same behavior that they used to run this marriage thing in Nigeria. So if you were cheating like this uncle that carried disease to give the wife now, he was cheating up and down. We know that was a major thing. Sleeping around with everybody. How many of you saw that doctor that was sentenced today? That doctor something that the case came up about 2 years ago in Lagos that was carrying the wife's niece that was living with them, 15-year-old. He's been sentenced to life imprisonment today. Imagine if that man came abroad, that doctor. Did you guys see the sentence? A few people shared it with me. Some, unfortunately, have no self-control. They will sleep with anything and everything without any regard, even for themselves. Dr. Olalaye, thank you so much, Neka. If Dr. Olalaye was in abroad now, when the matter happened with Dr. Olalaye, did you know what the mother was saying? The mother sent a voice note to the wife saying that, Nike, Osheyitan, you did this to your husband. Are you the only one? You cannot cover your husband. This, that. The mother was trying to cover and was blaming the wife for not covering for her husband. Yeah. Baby Joy say, I recently became a nurse in the US and all I hear these days from my husband is, instead of you to let me progress first, you went ahead to progress before me. I feel so frustrated. Did you stop him from going to nursing school? What does it mean that instead of you to allow me to progress first, you went ahead to progress before me? Baby Joy, what does your husband mean by that? Did you stop him from going to school? You need to unpick that. Find out why he's feeling that way. Are you oppressing him in any way with your nursing money? So most of these things that happen in marriage, they are not the real cause. They are underlying issues. Like brother Ernest will always say, when these things come up, they are always underlying issues. Like a husband, I say now, you went ahead to progress before me instead of allowing me to progress. They are underlying issues already. It's not you becoming a nurse. So you need to get some help and maybe drag into counseling so that you can get some help. Because if you don't, it's going to escalate. Mhm. If you don't want to bring somebody from the diaspora, nobody is begging you to go to Nigeria to marry. Marry where you are. Is these same people that will complain, pay all the Nigerian women in the abroad are not good. They are too open eye, they are too masculine, and they have masculine energy. They are non feminine, they are too assertive. Okay, you now go to your village. From your village again, you marry by yourself. You carry yourself, go Nigeria, go marry from your village. You still bring the person come abroad. Yes, you see this go social media, go they cry, say she call police for you. No, be you go Nigeria, go marry from your. I'm taking calls, guys. I don't know. Otisumi. Oh, Osumi, Osumi, Osumi. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of defending Nigerian women. Honestly, I'm not saying all Nigerian women are saints, but we know bad rich like this now. Make when I stop to demonize us. There are good people, there are bad people. Shike, no? If you marry the wrong person, then you even hold yourself responsible for marrying, going to marry. According to what Pastor Shola, they always talk. Now you carry yourself, go marry breast and Bakasi. You don't check whether she get brain or not. So you should hold yourself accountable for that. I don't tire. Let's have a conversation. Is it that I'm naive about the issues of diaspora marriages, or is it as bad as they are making it seem? Why do you think people are actively cultivating this narrative to create a divide between our agenda? Why? Why do you think so? Okay, let's talk. My link is in the comment section. Please give us a thumbs up. Thank you so much, everybody. Welcome, Ola. You're first in the studio tonight.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, the story they say not be only men o, women dey the same thing too o. You know say sometimes they say men, or no say men that be the leader of the devil for this game, but women dey the same too for this game, man. The
Mm-hmm.
problem is say abroad we not get the culture where the foundation like the way we take dey Nigeria wey take hold that marriage. When you come abroad, normally our people they break off our abroad because they won't be like Oyibo immediately. We won't take their culture. Check India now. Before you know, our people don't they speak Fune. Before
Mm-mm.
you know, they don't they
No,
do
I
another thing.
disagree. No, I know this. I
No, that
disagree.
not
Mm-mm.
true.
No,
Not
no,
true.
no, 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 not be true. Our people don't want to be like Oyibo to the extent say they don't want marry.
They go marry, but the marriage go take place. But the marriage go pass where they can't stay, go pass those people own culture. They go want to take out to the next level. Now be
What?
the thing.
I don't
May I give
understand. Take her
make
to
I
the
give us
next
make
level.
I give you
Explain her.
may I give us example. I get friend when go bring wife come from Nigeria. He
Mm-hmm.
do everything, carry her come, carry
Mm-hmm.
enter Belgium. For Belgium, he get her there, carry enter
Yeah.
London. He born
Mm-hmm.
for pikin for her. Out of the
Uh-huh.
blue, he know say Igbo man when they date for Nigeria, now better pass that to after some years. He tell the guy say, I use you. The guy don't fit do nothing now. The guy tired. He say, but these
Mm-hmm.
4 children are your children, but I use you.
Mm-mm. Technically, no use them because you born four children for and they use each other. If you look that
Eh,
one.
but the guy won't stay the marriage. He say he don't see a wife who won't marry
Why
forever.
why you go Nigeria go marry? You not see wife for Belgium. Where they?
And now that no that thing I blame her for. I said, my
Mm-hmm.
brother, these people who you don't know,
Mm-hmm.
Oyibo woman dey when to give you everything, when
Mm-hmm.
he do everything for you. But you say no, that mentality. I go marry person who go give me cup of water to drink. Hey, we go born for you, go to give cup of water. Well, I say, you don't know these people, my brother. You don't disconnect for these people for a long time.
How
Forget
long
these
the
people.
date before you go marry the girl come from Nigeria? How
He
long?
just he just they go the friends then. I so they meet the woman.
Okay. You
Therefore,
know,
then he come marry him. He come even though he bought woman when give her everything, he dey sick. He abandon that woman. You
uh-huh.
understand me? They
Uh-huh.
go marry for Nigeria, and that really vex me well well. That's why
You
you
know,
go
she
marry
say
for.
Nakama be that thing, so you think say God know the judge. You know, she say Nakama. So because my brother, not take this thing the wrong way, but some of our people feel say because Oyibo na Oyibo, it's good to use them and dump them.
Come on,
Oyibo
come
no be
on.
human being.
Now be the thank God. Now be the tell you now say that this thing be say both of them look both Naija get naturally people, not be all of them, oh, but sometimes Naija get some kind of mind, and that mind na very bad mind. If you dey abroad for more than 10 years, even
Mhm,
5 years, you don't disconnect from person wey dey Nigeria. You know if
mhm.
you follow that Nigeria girl, even talk against them, the voice sef go dey even dey irritate you, or the way go dey want to dey come dey meet you say give me phone, come dey because abroad na 50-50. You go break up, your woman go break up. Na so e be. Any guy wey go abroad go dey misyan, go dey carry all those women there. Na him know. Okay, follow the one wey dey there. One like so na know each other. Na so because the disease wey dey abroad e heavy well well. Only say mercy dey when people dey cover the thing. So you don't dey sell for person body like the way be for Nigeria if they dey sick the thing.
So
Na
your
so
friend leave the Oyibo woman wey give am paper. You said the woman dey sick, everything can't go, take care of am, can't go marry for Nigeria.
I
And he
go
bring the
visit.
woman.
I visit the guy. The Oyibo woman bring the guy. As he say na pikin, but I know say na lie. He bring the guy pikin come. Everything. He give am paper. Everything. The guy about to say he wan go marry for Naija. The one wey be say go born. We go to give am water dey drink. Now so, but why you go do this thing now? This is not good now. This woman stand for you now. Why you go do this thing? Not good. To check
Now old
am now.
woman be the woman wey he marry.
Not be no, not be old woman.
Now young Oyibo girl he marry.
Now.
And he just waka leave am because he won't go marry Nigerian.
He for a back go marry that woman. From there, back come out for the house. The woman
Mhm.
when go marry, he put sansan for his face. You know, he put sansan. He there London now. Now London he can't come. He be say make he so that make they get him easy to find job and everything. But now let the guy can't dey there now.
Mhm.
Mm.
Now
That's
the
what
why
it is.
you see, the problem be say all this long distance marriage, most of these people where they marry, wahala dey oh. When you just go Nigeria meet girl, they talk to am, he go give you good time. You don't even know whether he like you or not. You know that kind of thing. You can't go back again. Next thing you dey propose marriage, now they marry. Now no, you see the foundation of those marriages most times they dey wrong because they no get opportunity to know each other. Wetin be relationship? Not be to know each other, to know your do's and don'ts, how your behavior be, wetin I fit take, wetin I no fit take, how your temperament be, character and all that. When you dey abroad, na phone na take dey talk. How you know that girl rich? Ola, I'm putting it to you, say that your friend, you don't know that girl. The girl fit even run follow am because they are abroad. Not be say you juju love am.
Now so now with it big small get
Poverty
big
dey for Nigeria, everybody dey find opportunity to
now
run comot.
now small get big dog small get big God now so it be now which Nigeria get they love you for Nigeria everything
Eh.
na money now which love they get for you why you want to know the girl rich
So for
even
that
50 cent.
situation now, who you want blame? Who you want blame?
I blame my guy now, I blame my guy now because here well, when I dey tell am say my guy don't take more than 20 years when you don't come up for that place. Forget
Mm,
those people there, make the one know them, marry them. You
mm.
suffer chill with this one, nothing they happen.
But even black girls, they abroad. Even if you no want marry or you go, but black girls they abroad. But now they like the one when they abroad. They go now those ones. Make I tell you the cold facts, my brother Allah. If you know each other, if we know each other, we know they lie to each other again. Okay, make we tell each other the truth. The main reason why a lot of our brothers they go Nigeria go marry because they think say Nigeria women they never open eye well like that. The ones where they Nigeria say the one where they here don't too open eye. So they won't marry the one where they feel say they go fit control. But this day and age, I'm not sure say it be like that anymore. If you go village self, you go see say village girl self. Waiting you don't try. City girl never try am.
Now be
So
now be the thing. Now you see like this one. Now when come abroad and carry disease, go give your wife so. Now waiting they do for Nigeria, you can't try for this place now. And baga plus basically if you don't give her maybe hepatitis B. Before they say incurable sickness, we be all this AIDS and hepatitis B now.
na so.
So the tip is say make our people one of the learn small for India style own. If you want marry Naija for where you dey. If you want marry where if you want, but going back home, they work after you don't stay abroad for more than 5 years. You will not get connection again. Now anything when they see you, now money,
You be
you don't
ATM.
go.
As they see you, they see ATM.
Nah, so we you able to say you don't get show for Nigeria. How do you call abroad? You can't go back now. You dey shine, you dey spark. soft life. They almost go run follow you now. You go pretend hide the figures now. You know,
Mm.
so it is be not be saying
Yeah,
anything.
I think most for me, I feel saying at the foundation of most marriages when they do abroad, like all those long distance, the foundation they always they solid because they no get opportunity to know each other. That's just the truth.
My sister, better tell the truth. Our people too they lie too. You see,
Mm.
Nigeria and people will be saying I lie. They say they behave. You see, Nigeria this fake life or whatever you put there so for the something there. Our people, I think it's at 20, 20, 10. Some of themselves now they are lying. Now that they believe, you don't even know the truth and the lie.
They say
Both
na
the woman, both
they
the
say
woman and the man, they would they lie to you. They would they lie to each other. They don't say that they lie to each other.
they say
You
na
know?
fake it till you make it. Now so that they call them
It's
there.
not even worse past before you even did good at all. Now you don't even worse past. You know, during my time, 90s, when I did Bini, now they are here. When I did Bini, when I did university there, it even better pass. Now, self, they lie, even there, they would they lie. Now, person go they tell you, say, see white. Now, black you they see, you go say, now white. It go they convince you.
Mm.
Just Nigerian life now just lie, not just the truth, just lie where fake it, lie to get honesty they very difficult where no matter how person want twist and go now the lie also they come America now the lie also they come London now everywhere now just our system now that's not where they our DNA. You understand me? Black man go marry Igbo, he go lie to the lie the Igbo more can't even tie yourself, you go blast you go commit suicide. I don't lie to you, I don't lie
Oh
to you.
wow, which one you don't you marry? You don't marry?
I don't marry. I did with one woman for 26 years.
Now you both have
Mm.
been a Nigerian.
Yeah. No, if I marry, oh,
It's
I
okay
get children,
now.
though. I
Yeah,
get
of
children.
course. Or you gonna
And
be person. It
and I
no
know they hide
matter.
them. And
As long
I
as
know
why
they
you need to hide them? Why?
I, even for Nigeria, I go tell them say na me and boy woman they build house. They go tell me say, hey, why you go they talk like? I say, why not go talk like that? Why not go talk like that? Now me and with they build this house. Now me with get this house. I'm not
Members
build
of my
nothing.
family marry Oyibo, no matter. To be honest, I don't tell people where they close to me. Say me self. I wish I come abroad as a single woman and for no marry Nigerian man. I'm not lying. Now Oyibo are for marry. That's the truth. Because I tire for Nigerian man wahala. Una wahala. Some of our brothers they are all too much. I not lie. Anyway, thank you very much,
Thank you very
Ola.
much.
I
Bye
appreciate
bye.
you. You talk and CB. Mm. Talk and CB. I dey love your connection is not good. Oh yeah, D. Your connection is not good. Please check it. Yes, I don't know because all this kind of thing when people don't get all this, that's why these days, my people always check people's mindset too, because a lot of people have this mindset about Nigerian women already and are Nigerian men. So when you are dating, you need to find out where all these people are saying, what they are thinking. Because you get people who say they don't marry now, they don't date the married. The man still they think like that, say, Nigerian women, you get a serious bias against Nigerian women. So you need to check. If person they talk like that, make you better. Now red flag, make you pick race. You see what I find out, people where they get mindset like that, where they always think negatively against their own people, their own sisters, because last my brothers and sisters will be. Now people where they not raised in love. When you come from love, when your family raised you with love, your father and your mama get sweet marriage, you know go they think like that. You know go they think like that. Usually when you come from family where be say you never experience love one day, you get as when children no experience love, you get as they shape their brain. They think they think outside, they know they think well. So definitely, yeah. Why not? If why you go they hide say you marry Igbo? What's your why? It's your life, my brother. Live your life. You are happy. You where your boyfriend went wrong, go marry for Nigeria now. Then they don't shop breakfast. You still there. Or you not be human being. I beg. Be happy with your life, Jerry. You know anybody, any bloody explanation. Honey babe, welcome, my darling.
Hello,
Unmute
Auntie
yourself.
B.
Hi,
Hello,
sweetie. How are
everybody.
you?
Hello, Auntie B. Yeah, very interesting conversation. I'm of the ethos that, me personally, if you're not based in the same country, I'm not trying to generalize. I just think that what values do you share? I'm not generalizing. It works for some people, but for me, marriage is hard enough as it is, even based in the same country. So if one person is based in one country and you're based in another, you're adding extra pressure. And most of the time you don't share, to me, I don't believe you share the same values because you're coming from a different experience, a different exposure, a different environment. So I'm of the ethos that marry in your community, and you do not have to marry you do not
Your
have to
tribe.
marry Nigerian.
Yes, you don't need to marry your tribe. You don't even need to
You
marry a
don't need to.
Nigerian.
You
You don't
know,
even need to marry an African. It doesn't matter.
no, 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 it doesn't need to. And I agree with you in the terms that most people that are having this type of narrative and are very negative, no, I think they have trauma, or there's been something going on, because we need to be mature here. You can have a bad experience with a woman or a man, but if you're mature and have logical thinking, you will know that, okay, that is not a
It's
representation
personal
of the
to
whole of,
you. This is
yeah,
personal
it's
to
personal
you.
to you. It's not a representation of all Nigerian women. So I don't want to start being rude, but it's use logical thinking. You can't just generalize a whole gender just because of one or two bad experiences. I've had a bad experience with my ex-husband, but I'm not going to generalize. There's some fantastic Nigerian men out there. I'm not going to generalize men just because of a bad experience. I just think it's a bit, sorry to say, immature and very silly to come from that kind of standpoint. Do you understand what I'm saying, Auntie B?
Yes, my dear, I do.
It's just very disheartening that, and for me, I again agree with you in terms of red flags, because if I hear someone that I potentially would date and they're talking about Nigerian women, that's a red flag to me. And I don't understand why you want to date someone that has a very, very negative impression or attitude towards you. That's just a recipe for disaster. It's just a recipe for disaster. So I think us as women, we need to really think about and look at the person we're dating. You see certain things, it's called red flags. You have to assess that. Is this the person for you? Especially when you're hearing that, oh, all women are like this, all women are like that. Then you should ask yourself, do you want to be entangled in that relationship? And then I don't want to go on, but like I said to you, people really need to understand that I'm not generalizing in terms of don't have a relationship with someone in another country. That's you. That's your choice, and you deal with the consequences if it goes bad, and you deal with the consequences if it's good. But I think in this day and age, marry and date in your community. That's all I wanted to say, Auntie B.
Thank you so much, Annie babe. I completely agree with you 100%. Imagine our children who've only visited Nigeria. And
Yes.
then my son will wake up one day now and tell me, maybe we'll go on holidays in Nigeria, and I'll say one fine girl, and you now tell me that you want to go and marry her. I'll be
Mm.
like, okay, let's talk about this. What do you share? What do you what do you have in common?
It's
Because
difficult. Yeah, yeah.
sometimes the problem is that men are always looking at physical
They are.
attributes
They are.
alone.
Sorry, I just wanted to say one thing. My ex-husband, I did. This is what I'm talking from experience, and that's why I said anything I say is from experience. And for me, I try to grow from my experience. My ex-husband was based in Nigeria. I was born and brought up here. Apart from obviously the toxicity of the relationship, the major thing is that we came from two different value points. The way he thought, I was like, what kind of rubbish is this? Because I was brought up in a different environment. I'm not generalizing. Again, I can only come from my own experience. But the main issue for me is that we had two different upbringings, and it was a major issue, and that contributed, as well as toxicity, to the breakup of the marriage. So for me, if I'm in a relationship, if I was to break up with my partner now, I would definitely not be looking at anybody in Nigeria. It would be based where in my environment, whether it's Chinese, whether it's Indian. I've just got to a stage where I don't look at that. It's compatibility and love for me. That's the way I think. And I think we need to grow and not always have this mindset, we must marry Nigerian, Because like I said,
The way people keep running with this narrative that says creating a divide, or
it
I don't
does,
know,
it does,
individual
it does.
experiences that you have, that isolated experiences, you generalize it and make it seem that this is how I can't count the number of marriages that I know that are happy and peaceful Nigerian
Exactly.
marriages.
You
They
know
are
the funny
comfortable.
You know the funny thing, Auntie B, I have a cousin of mine. He's based up north. He married an Oyibo lady. It didn't work, but he's not been deterred. They're divorced now. He's not been deterred. He's not thinking, oh, I'm going to go to Nigerian women. He doesn't care as long as he's happy. He hasn't decided that, oh, all Oyibo women are terrible. It's just his experience, and he's not allowing his experience to now, hinder him or cloud his eyes that every single Oibo lady is terrible. And I
And when
think,
you go and marry, when you go and
yeah,
marry in Nigeria,
yeah,
whether you are a man or a woman, I know there are people here who are on this stream right now. Please give us a thumbs up, guys.
yeah,
Give us a thumbs up. If you want to give me
yeah,
a super chat, please do so. I appreciate all those who have gifted me. God bless you. Look, people need to take response. I thank God that you are accountability prefects.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
the
it's
way
all about
these
accountability.
brothers are running on social media and narrating these stories, like
I'm
somebody
on fire.
forced them to marry the woman.
The thing is as I said, you know, Dr. Shola says it all the time. Yeah, you're the one that was checking the chick, your ex-wife. You're the one that put a ring on her finger. No disrespect. Take accountability for your bad choice of choosing that woman. So for me, it's all about accountability. No one forced you to marry this woman. And vice versa, the woman, no one forced you to marry that guy. So it's all about taking accountability. And I think we're very quick to now demonize our whole gender, whether it's men or women, just based on experience. Everyone's experience is different. And I think most of it is having critical thinking and take accountability for sometimes your poor choices. Take accountability, own it with your chest. I messed up.
That's the word, poor choices, because it's
Poor
not like
choices. It's simple.
90-50 where parents arrange marriages.
Exactly. It's
Nigerian
not like
parents,
that.
they don't really arrange marriages anymore now. They
No.
allow you to bring the person. So
Yes.
when your marriage ends, you go on social media and then
I'll
you
be
demonize
crying.
all
I know.
Nigerian women and you are crying up
Mm-hmm.
and down.
No.
Is it not you that went to marry the person?
Can you imagine? Nobody forced
It's not
you.
the
You're the
person
one that
that
says,
was asking you. And like that, our brother Allah said, you saw all the women in the abroad. You
yes,
probably broke some few hearts, like his friend did that broke Oibo young girl's heart. Lied
whatever.
to her,
Yeah,
did everything. She was sick, didn't
yeah.
take her back. He now thought that he can go to Nigeria. See, karma does not only work on you.
Karma's a bitch. I said it. Karma is a bitch. You do certain things, and this is the karma for it. I just think people need to understand that if you're marrying abroad, there is a risk that it may not work. And people need to understand that. Make your choice and live with the consequences. That's part of being an adult. Take accountability for your choices.
No matter, nothing more to add. Thank you so much,
Thank
honey.
you, Auntie
I
V. Take
appreciate
care.
you.
Bye
All right.
bye.
Bye, darling. Thank you. Yeah, take accountability and stop disturbing us on social media. Nigerian women, this, Nigerian men, the I'm tired. What is it? It's not about to celebrate one another. We're always tearing each other down. When are black people going to learn to celebrate one another? There is no culture that there's no problem. Why is it that we enjoy tearing one another down? Why? Just because marriage ends. Is that the end of life? Now, wow. I think we can do better. All these uncles that I know you people didn't grow up with social media. Maybe your children taught you how to use social media. Now you know how to use Twitter. You know how to use TikTok. You need to go and rethink all this narrative that you are selling out there and begin to teach men how to be leaders of their home. And a good leader, yeah, is like a general that goes to war. And if you lose that battle, you have to be accountable for it because you are the general. And that's what a husband is. And I'm not saying that women are saints or they are angels or they are not bad women. But you saw the good ones. But you didn't choose them. You didn't pick them. As a Nigerian woman, you say, you didn't pick me. You didn't pick me because you are looking for a Mokupa. All of you will be looking for a Mokupa. A Mokupa don't put Sansa for your Gary now. Oh my God. I don't tire. I don't tire. I'm tired. Oh, Natsu, welcome, darling. How are
I
you?
think can you take the next person before me? 1 second.
Okay, you want to go and come back? Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. That's fine. Okay, let me take some comments. If you want to say something, please jump in the studio. I'm going to end in 12 minutes. I'm only doing an hour and a half. Thank you so much. We are talking about all this narrative that is on social media now. Don't bring your wife abroad. If you bring your wife abroad, she will leave you. Nigerian women, when they come abroad, they are unruly. They are this, they are that. What are the real issues? Hmm? And do you honestly believe that it's because people come abroad that their marriages are breaking? I think we've had this conversation here over and over and over again. Is it abroad that is breaking marriages? Or most of those marriages were already very shaky before they came abroad? Yeah, if you want to say something, jump in quick. I'm ending in 10 minutes. Amoye, how are you, love? Long time no see.
I know, my darling sister B of life.
Welcome.
Thank you. This topic they make me laugh. You
So,
know it.
how is you that say justice for Omogupa?
Yes, now. Eh? I
I
beg,
know
no
you
be
are
only not be
Omogupa.
Omopupa be the
You
problem.
na Omogupa, you na natural Omogupa, you own na follow come. Aye, follow come Omogupa. Nigerian men like Omogupa, me, you know. Now you make all of them, all those slave mamas for they don't bleach because they won't be Omogupa by force.
Now
Chai.
na cancer na they go collect last.
When you don't follow Amakupa, forget, say this journey, a long journey. You know,
Mm,
PK said something when I was listening to
mm,
one of his podcasts, and he said something. He said the journey of marriage is long,
mm.
very, very long. So choose the one that has the least problems that you can go on this journey with.
I'm
The one
telling
that you
you.
can manage this life with is the one to choose. Not the one that has
Exactly.
beauty or the ones that has this. You people always go for the wrong people. And sometimes you will see brothers actively marrying women that don't love them. I don't even like them.
Exactly.
It's the
Exactly.
opportunities that they present, especially these brothers that say they're abroad.
Oh yeah.
They are
We've
marrying you
seen
because
them.
of your red passport or your blue passports later.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't see it.
Yep.
Because you according to Pastor Shola, pointed breast don't let you see road.
Watermelon size.
You know, see road. Eh? Later now, Onija Gboromo, you go and join the club and will not hear word on social media. Nigerian women. Is it Nigerian women that chose for you? Or-
Exactly. Good question. No, it's true. You know, at the end of the day, anyway, to everybody, people who listen to all these podcasters, it's a waste of time as far as I'm concerned. You listen to them at your own
No,
detriment
it's
because
tweeters. They are not podcasters. They write it and then the social media, what they call it, the bloggers will carry it.
yeah, some of them write it, some of them have podcasts too,
Mm-hmm.
designated for this toxicity. They just keep throwing it out there. Oh, women did this. African women did this. Or whatever women. It's usually about black women. And from a, what it's an individual experience. If you meet someone, is what you attracted. You cannot turn around and come and start making it look like it's all the women out there that are the same. They are not, you know. So if you're meeting someone, what are you looking for? You know, all these things when we will talk, say back in the day, people used to choose properly. It's true. What are you looking for? Are you looking for shine bobo or are you looking for shine woman? Sometimes some of these Nigerian men they will go Nigeria, go look for the woman they will feel control. It's intentional. And they know some of these women don't love them. They don't know them enough to even develop any sort of love. Then you bring them here. There was one I think I saw recently where the man buy the woman because say the woman tell her say make you go find work. I saw it somewhere, I can't remember now. It's ridiculous. And every day you hear stuff like that. So you begin to wonder how are these people making choices? You know, if you're meeting a woman, you want to go to Nigeria to go and meet a woman. Why are you specifically looking for someone who can be a nurse? For instance, because that's the easiest, that's the only thing you hear that makes money. You go and look for the woman, you bring her here. Sometimes you'll bring the women here, change their career and force them to become nurses. And the women too are just as guilty, you know. But that does not mean that they haven't been successful ones. There are people who go and marry in Nigeria and have successful marriages,
I
you
think
know.
they are more successful ones than the ones that are breaking up.
Exactly. Do
Yeah.
you understand? There are so many of them. How many people did matchmaking and they have wonderful, understanding marriages? So it's not, I think it's very unfair to just paint everybody with a broad brush. And everybody, you have a right to meet whoever or be with whoever you want to be with. But what are you looking for? You have to know exactly me, myself in the mirror. What are you looking for? What makes you happy? It's not about, a lot of times, like you said, they are looking for the woman with the biggest watermelon or whatever. At the end of the day, that watermelon, what something can happen. God forbid, we're not praying for anything bad, but things do happen. What happens if the watermelon is not watermelon? What happens?
No, at the
It
end
has
of
to
the
be.
day, it entire person now. When you don't marry somebody 10 years, that's the way they shock you when you take to say, I be by Makusi B. You go tire. Those things don't last. They don't
they,
sustain it.
they
That's
never
why there
last.
needs to be something deeper than pay
Exactly.
watermelon.
How about kindness? How about someone who forgives? Someone who puts thinks about you, considers you in whatever they want to do.
But let me shock you. Some of these girls that we are talking about, the women in Nigeria, some of them, and you know, it's like a project that they embark on when they come here to remove their family from poverty.
It's poverty alleviation now.
Hey, that's the word, poverty alleviation. And so, when somebody is on a mission of poverty alleviation, what do you think is going to happen?
They will
Their
do whatever
family
they
in
get
Nigeria
desperate.
will come first. They will do everything to make sure they are building houses, they are sending money for school fees. They will not put you first as a family.
Never. It can't happen. It will never. That's why I don't understand it. If you're going to Nigeria, and I'm not saying people can fall in love wherever they are, but what are you falling in love? Who are you falling in love with? People don't think deeply about these things anymore. And there's also the pressure of, get married, get married. I get that. And then with the way the situation of things in Nigeria now, it's gotten worse. People are ready to do whatever it takes.
Did you see the video today? I don't know whether you've been on social media today. A man, when they promise, I don't even know I want to talk here because of this environment. He's saying your guy, a driver, your guy promise and say go give him $5
I
million.
see him. The one you go collecting something, sign body.
Collecting kidney.
Yeah.
She they not give him.
Yeah.
They say they can they drive.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me. That's to tell you the level of deprivation and desperation that people are going through. Now that same economy, you think say now love. Who they find love?
Who they find love?
Who never shove they love?
Attire. If you see person when you go give her rice, now that love you go fall in love with. That rice you go fall in love with. When you collect the rice finish, you don't chop and finish. You go waka leave you. I don't understand it. Anybody that wants to, again, anybody if you go Nigeria, go marry, but no what you they do. Not bring the woman come here finish. Now call they cry.
So
say
now
he leave you. Now so
another one,
women be.
the reason why some of these people are not running with all this narrative is because they are now saying, "But if you marry, make you leave your wife for Nigeria," which is another dangerous thing to do. You understand?
Another person go collect her from his hand now. Not be today.
That time you go come see what do they call them? Paternity fraud go
Hey,
full
thank
grand.
you. He go give he go carry children when not be you give the man.
See,
Yeah. Not today.
there's no way human being can win this arguments on marriage. Now God creates marriage, not be black people create marriage.
Attire.
It's God that created marriage. So if nothing so now get sense, so now won't find another way around them. Now all these stories will continue to hear. God where he creates marriage, what he creates say it is not good for man to be alone, and a man shall leave his mother and his father and cleave to his wife. When I go Nigeria, go marry. Now say okay, make I live and there. They go carry children when no be na home. Maybe when I go travel, go once or twice a year. Say when I go see on a wife. By the time you come back, you go tell you saying get belle.
Yep.
Now that boyfriend when she there, now not give am belle, not be your pikin.
Exactly.
You understand? So you cannot win in this matter. You can't.
They think that they're smart. The problem is that, people, they always think, say they're smart, that they run faster than themselves. Instead of you to sit down and think about what it is you want out of life, right? And what it is you want with a person, with what you said earlier, someone that will give you the least worries, someone who you can work with. Everybody, they're different. Find who say you go feel work with, and remove aesthetics. Aesthetics na big problem.
And at the first thing men they look for be that.
Exactly. They want the Coca-Cola body. They want all of that. The women too. Women, they look for six-pack. Look for six-pack. It's okay. Some people go say now money. As far as say get money. Okay. You collect the money, finish. Then what? Let's say the man not going to make the money again. Wetin go happen? You leave the man because they work, make money again. I don't understand. I think people have it upside down these days, and it's very sad because even when you have people with common sense telling these people that listen, it's not like that. Take it easy, breathe. Do you even know yourself? You know yourself first of all. You know what you want out of life. You don't even know. So you're not going to pick a man because maybe he looks good aesthetically. you not understand, and he has money, or as a man, you're looking for the biggest watermelon and the biggest bakasi. Is that all there is to life? And then when you marry the woman, finish, the woman you can't they see things, you can't they shout, come and say, oh, women are bad, oh,
There's
women are
one
gold
that
diggers.
Dr. Shola did yesterday. He said she didn't tell me she cannot cook.
Can you imagine that? Can you
Why did she
imagine?
say marry
So,
her? Not be watermelon. Not be watermelon you marry. No, you see my
eh,
watermelon and omopupa. So it no matter. Now go the other McDonald's every day. We now go
eh,
shop KFC tire.
exactly. It doesn't make any sense, because at the end of the day, you were the one who
Oh.
chose this person. You were carried away by whatever it is you were carried away by. Now you are screaming. Oh, you can't shout for people what people hear. What people won't get enough
You know the
problems
one they
of their
vex me
own.
say we know they there when they do all this arrangement. We know help una choose. We not even call
Exactly.
us come shop rice for the wedding. So why are you disturbing us now that the marriage has crashed?
Exactly.
Enter
You
house, I
understand?
beg. Make you leave me
It
alone.
doesn't make any sense. People need to look, no use again. My own yardstick now, my parents. When I have questions, I go and ask, so how did you even do this? How did you those if you have anybody around you, they don't even have to be your parents. It could be uncles, it could be friends that you know have had successful marriages. You know the funny thing, Sister B, people who have successful marriages and are living the enjoyment of their marriage, you don't see them on social media making noise.
At all.
They
At
have
all.
more important things to do. You
At
don't
all.
see them coming on social media and making noise up and down the place. They don't have the time. They're busy living life, enjoying and doing the things that make them happy. For
Mm.
those people and ask questions if you're in doubt. All the social media people, it's all an illusion. They're looking for followership, they're looking for money, whatever it is they're looking for. Use
Mm.
you, look people around you when they live the real life example. Ask questions. Sister B is there, here. She's been married how many years? If you don't have anybody around you, send her a message. Ah, Sister B, how are you doing? That's honestly, because all these social media podcasters and advisors, European raw advisors that will come and be giving people bad advice, turning the young people, creating unnecessary fear in the minds of people about marriage, especially young, impressionable people. Oh, you have to act this way, you have to dress this way, you have to look. Those things don't matter in the real scheme of things. Do you
Mm.
want the person to be married to the real you or the fake you? You want to be Barbie, or you want to be fake Barbie, or you want to be yourself? I
Now
don't
you
understand
choose.
it. I mean, I'm not
Thank
saying don't
God,
look
as far
good.
as we know, in our culture, now man still they say, I want to marry you. Now man
Exactly.
go still go your father house, go pay bride price. Now man's go still carry family, go meet your family. So
Exactly.
now you they choose. So you chose wrongly. Learn
That's
from it,
it.
heal, and move on.
And move on. Simple.
Mhm.
Stop generalizing. I wish that more men with podcasters that know the truth and understand this will come
You,
up and
the
to
funny thing is that yeah, the one that annoys me is that the good ones, nobody talks about them. Like the men that are happy in marriage or they are having good marriages, nobody ever come to talk. They don't talk.
exactly, because
So
they don't have
the
the
loud,
time, Sister
these
B.
ones are so loud. The voices of this one, Nigerian women abroad is so loud, and it's like
Yeah.
nobody's telling the positive stories. Even if somebody created a YouTube channel today and they start creating story or TikTok or whatever, trust me, nobody will listen. They won't listen. They prefer to hear the negative stories.
Well, then they will leave out the negative repercussions of those stories.
That's
Because
what
if you're
people
busy
like.
looking at someone thinking that you're going to live out your life according to how they told you to, guess what? We go there, yeah, we'll come listen to your story, we'll do, oh, yeah, okay, let's donate. Abby, Lobaton, we do what we can do and everybody goes their separate. Young women should learn. If you're single, being true to yourself, look for what works for you. Now you know yourself. Ask, am I for peace, am I for war? Choose. If you want war, be very honest with yourself. I want war. Find somebody that will give you war. If you want peace, look for someone that's going to give you peace. Aesthetics, not join. If you are lucky, the person gets the complete package. That is just as an aside, because at the end of the day, even those aesthetics, after a while, you go tire you. Listen to people who have done it before you, people who have experience in it and have done it successfully, not abusive one, the one that
So
okay,
broken ones. Now broken ones.
yes,
Those
healthy
most of them are
ones.
broken. Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
healthy
broken.
ones that you can
And
see
now the
and
broken ones be the relationship experts.
exactly.
Mm-hmm. They're
Eh?
the
Now they
relationship
go, they
experts.
give advice to you. You see young girls now, they talk, say they don't think they're going to ever get married. They don't think. I'm like, are you kidding me? Because of one person's experience?
Yeah.
Because you have somebody who hasn't worked for, what makes you think your life is going to end up like that person? Why don't you make your own decision and choose correctly?
Yeah.
It's really frustrating. I see it and I'm like, wow. I shudder to think this generation that's coming up, I really feel sorry for them. Honestly, I wish more men, more people with successful marriages would drown out the voices of those that are
The
saying no,
negative
marriage,
ones. Yeah.
marriage is good. My people that are living and enjoying sweet marriage, almost, if you see them, go, let me you enter road, go look for husband. Maybe you just pick anyone, marry. That's how
Mhm.
good they have it. So
Yeah.
don't be disillusioned. There are great marriages out there. Are there bad ones? Yeah, the ones you hear on social media. But is social media real life? That's what you need to ask yourself.
Good question.
Because when
Real good
everybody
question.
go, once Sister B end the show, now everybody will enter their
You
house.
enter
They will
house.
enter answer their papa name.
Now
Okay?
so until we
The
meet
real
again.
life behind. Now you go to ask yourself, how is it done? That's the most important thing, not the illusions that people create for you on social media. Marriage is sweet. Marriage is great, man. With the right person, you go enjoy them.
Now
I have
so.
seen it. It is doable. So don't let people deceive you. Don't let them make you disillusioned.
Thank you.
Be focused about what you want. Know what it is you want. I beg.
Mm.
My sister, make I
Thank
leave
you.
am here. God
You
bless
do
you
well,
for your
darling.
work.
Thank you,
I
darling.
appreciate
Help us
you.
greet Peter Obio, Your
Absolutely.
Excellency.
He go here.
I
He
hear
go.
say they don't announce the date for the final judgment on Supreme Court.
Yes, tomorrow.
Fingers crossed. Now tomorrow.
Now, they don't move am back now. They say
Mhm.
November 2nd. When they come here say FBI say na 30th, now they go release the files. They can't quickly move until tomorrow. So tomorrow now we go know whether
Ojoro.
Nigeria go be as e be or e
Mm.
no go be.
It
Make I
is
no
well.
talk too much.
It
So
is
we see the
well.
monitor am.
It
I
is
don't do
well.
my part now. Watch I dey watch
Abi,
now.
just manage your
Hmm.
expectation on Nigeria. That's
My
all I
sister,
can
I
tell
don't
you.
manage expect after try all the ones where it don't happen since almost. I think I
Manage your
don't take survive am.
expectation.
Not to
Yeah.
manage am now.
Manage anything can happen. Not be Niger. Thank
I
you,
mean, not
darling.
even put hope for this thing.
Mm,
Now, waiting they want to now. They don't even make a known. Say now, waiting they go do be that. So there's nothing to even. It's already obvious. The
mm,
handwriting is on the wall. But we'll
mm.
hear more tomorrow. Thank
All
you
right.
so much, Sister B. I appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
Love you.
Love you too, baby. Thank you. Bye. Okay. We are moving very quickly now. I want to end. So Natu, you've got 3 minutes.
Yes,
Somebody has taken some
yes,
part of your
ma.
minutes.
I know. I said, oh my, I'm taking all my time.
Somebody has not come for a long time, so she's making
I
up.
know. So she has a pass. And
Mm,
if, I got married from Nigeria too, and I brought my husband here.
mhm,
So, and we're 7 years strong. This December is going to be 7. My sister is
mhm,
going to be 8. She married from Nigeria. I have friends, a lot of them that married from Nigeria. I think the problem that people have is managing expectations.
mhm,
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like Brother Ben is saying that traditional men want to go to Nigeria to marry traditional women. But the thing
mhm.
is that when you bring these women here and you want them to do traditional stuff, and you also want them to do Western stuff. And what I
Hey,
mean by that is that
very
these
confusing.
men, yeah, when they hear that, oh, people, husband and wife contribute to pay bill 50-50, husband will now say, okay, I want you to work so that you bring money. So after she's working now, these men are not, most of them are not domesticated. So they
And
want you to
in
go and do that
Nigeria,
12
women
hour
don't really
shift.
pay bills.
Yes. So now you go and do that 12-hour shift, you bring money, you give him, and then when you're doing house chores, he's not helping you. Do you
Mhm,
understand? Then resentment start growing.
mhm.
Resentment start growing. And then when she gets to a point where she can't take it anymore, then you get the outburst. And you now say that she just changed overnight. That was not what happened. Do you understand? Like you have to trace it back. Like even us in the beginning when my husband came here, we didn't have it like all smooth. We had our own backbones. But what we realized is that marriage is the place where we will grow and learn. And we're all coming from different backgrounds. So we
Mhm.
have to get to a point where we have to like give
Did
each
you
other
know
space
your
to
husband
grow.
before you came abroad, or you met him after you were abroad? Did you know him?
I met him after I was abroad, and we were friends before we officially started dating.
Oh, okay. So you didn't know him when you
Yeah.
were in Nigeria?
No, no, it was after I came.
Okay.
Yeah. So even at that, but when I read about that woman that was saying that her husband said that instead of her to wait for him to succeed, I think let me tell you what my husband did when he came. When he came, before he came, he was making mouth that if you come, he will do two jobs. Can you come? Can you come? When Baba got here, he saw that even that one job is not a joke. Do you know what he did?
Ah, mm,
This man started reading and then moved to IT and started reading like really bad, got his first certification, second. Literally, what I mean is that this guy just overtook me in everything that I was doing since I was here.
mm-hmm,
Do you understand? He just overtook, like it's not a competition. The only thing that he reminds me is that this year we all have to get one certification each. And now he
mm,
keeps reminding me this is October. It's almost the end of the year. I've gotten one, I'm getting the second one. Don't let me go and leave you. Do you understand? So you
mm.
have to like push yourself. And he's very domesticated, honestly speaking.
So
So
that what you said now, I mean, thank God that you've come to share your positive experience. 7 years,
yeah,
married from Nigeria, you're strong.
yeah.
By the grace of God, you continue to be strong. What you said
Amen.
now that I really want to pick on that, the statement you made was that the problem is that there are expectations. Nigerian women
Mm-hmm,
who are in Nigeria that are
mm-hmm,
traditional women, because the Nigerian women
mm-hmm.
that go here to Nigerian men who go from here to marry from Nigeria want traditional women, right?
Yes,
But
yes,
traditional women have expectation because in
yes,
Nigeria, women don't pay house rent, women don't
yes.
pay mortgage, women
We
don't
don't
buy
buy food.
houses, women don't pay school fees. Okay,
Yes,
and that's why you keep seeing
yes,
all these videos of African
yes,
American women, other African women making videos about Nigerian women. In fact, I
yes.
even saw a post the other day that made me laugh, and this Kenyan man was like, "Don't allow a Nigerian man to take your girlfriend. Once they take
Mm-hmm.
your girlfriend, that is it." So this is Nigerian men in Nigeria. They take care of
Yes,
women
yes,
financially. So if you are
yes.
bringing a Nigerian woman from Nigeria, that is
Mm-hmm.
what is on our head. Eh? My husband will
Right.
take care of me. So the problem is that if you
Exactly.
don't bring the woman here, you expect her to do
Yeah.
50-50 and be
Yes.
domesticated, doing house chores,
Exactly.
cooking,
100%
looking after you
domestication.
and the children.
100%. Yes.
Wahala about
100% domestication. Exactly. And then she's tired. And then resentment start building. And then you don't want her to react. Like, where does it work like that? So if
yeah.
you're bringing a
So
woman from back home
if you
and
want
you
a
want her to contribute
traditional,
50-50,
yeah, you
you have
gotta
to
be a
learn how to do
traditional man.
house chores too.
Yeah. If you
And
see,
to be
you need to
human and God, eh?
you can't do both of them. It's either you want to do Igbo
No.
style of marriage or you want to do
Yes. Or
traditional
you want to
marriage.
do, you have to pick a side. You
If you
just
want to
have
be
to
a
pick a
traditional
side.
marriage, you want your household because you are the head of the family. You can
Yes.
decide this is what I want. Have that
Yes.
conversation with the person that you want to marry. Be okay, oh,
Yes.
I'm a traditional
Yes.
man. Oh, even if you work, you're not going to work too
Mm-hmm.
many hours. You just do small
Mm-hmm.
work so that you will
Yes.
not be bored.
Yes.
But I will
Yes.
provide everything because I want
Yes.
you to be at home when I get home. I want you to cook and clean and take care of the children. Have that understanding. I'm sure there are women
And
out there that will agree, and
and
that's
see,
okay.
and another thing is communication, right? Because you don't communicate, like, okay, if you can help pay phone bill and buy this, and I'll do the rest. Like, you communicate with your wife where you need help, then it will, like, she will know how to. But when you don't communicate, and then you want to always like, I'm the one doing everything, da, 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 da. And then every time you're doing something, you want to use that one and rub it in her face. You'll be having problem too.
It's
Do you
difficult
understand?
to demand the level of submission that some men need. They
You
say they
know,
want
and,
as
and
traditional
to be
men.
and
When you are not being a traditional husband, it's hard.
let me tell you the one that will shock you. So when my husband came, right, I had a lot of like from all these stories. I'm not gonna lie, I was picking a lot of things. People say when you bring your husband, they will do this. I have problem with submitting at the beginning. But when we had our husbands, when we get to a certain point, there was the way my husband was treating me. Like he didn't have to beg me to do something. He didn't have to beg me to submit. Like he did, because he doesn't make me cook every time. If my husband says at 10 o'clock, I want to eat this, I'm making it that night. He will not even ask me. But if he accidentally says it, I'll make it. Because I can go a whole week without cooking.
You don't eat that you will not
I
cook.
eat. No, I don't have. Sometimes you buy food. Sometimes like I'll just eat whatever I can see. I'm telling you. I don't
Uh-huh.
have to enter and cook. If there's anything in the fridge, you just couch and eat it. If there's more in the fridge or soup, like it's fine till it's finished.
Hmm.
Do you
Yeah.
understand? So
I
they
think
understand.
those roles needs to be discussed and agreed upon. The kind of man, I think
Some
people
men
need
will
to
say they
agree
want
from
fresh
the
food.
beginning. Yeah, you need to communicate it to her. Pe, oh,
Yeah.
as I'm bringing you, you are in abroad. A man does not used to provide everything. No, it's 50-50. Oh. So whatever money, because the average Nigerian woman in Nigeria in today still believes that my money is my money, and his
Yep.
money is our money. That's the fact. Not that women
Yep.
don't contribute, but not as much as diasporan women or wives.
Yes. Yes.
So you don't see a
And like I
husband in
said,
Nigeria telling. Did you see that video we shared one time where Morayo's husband was saying, "No woman can pay my children's school fees. No woman can pay my rent."
Sapa
That is
never
the
catch up.
average Nigerian man. He's a
Yeah.
traditional man. He takes his
Yeah.
pride by providing for his family, and that's why he said he didn't want to come abroad. That is what it means
Yep.
to communicate.
And
And
Morayo has said it too that he's not domesticated.
yes, because
So
he's doing what he's
you
supposed to do.
you don't survive
He
it.
said he doesn't want to come abroad because he doesn't want to come here now and you come and force him to be domesticated. So he prefers to be a
Yeah.
traditional man. I respect
Yes.
that.
Yes. And he's doing what he's supposed to do.
He's doing what he's supposed to do. He's paying his bills, giving money, he's taking care of his family financially. So if a man is doing all that, come on now, you will cook. Even if you don't have the
Yeah.
motivation, you will summon it and cook.
And Pastor K has said it so many times that women submit naturally. If you do what you're supposed to do, like you don't have to drag. Do you understand? Like in this our seventh year, I think is one of our best year in this whole marriage thing
Mm,
because we are coming to like an understanding ourselves more better. We are more accommodating. We are
mm,
more open to communications. So now we're enjoying ourselves better because okay, everybody's beginning to understand. This is my sport. This is your sport. This is what you're supposed. This is what I'm supposed to do. And then if I need help, I open up and say this. And another thing with the women that bring their husbands, Pastor M has said this one time. She said, for the fact that you're helping your husband does not make you the head, you are a helpmate. So some women, because they are doing the most, when their husband comes, they make it look like they'll be ordering the man up and down. And you know men and their ego now. That's when they'll start saying, Nigerian women, because you bring me here, you want to turn me to your sleeves. That's mostly some of the situations that we do have. You understand what I'm saying? But the women don't really understand like how to communicate better with their men because I'm the one that brought you. You should know this, you should know that. No, not everybody that is coming that understands. You have to like explain to people sometimes how it works for them to be able to understand how they go about it. They want to coin it their own way in how to work for you guys, then you do it. And the lastly is because people have really turned
nothing.
this
My
marriage thing
time is
into
up.
a certain
Mm,
way. Huh?
your time is
People
up.
have,
Mm.
oh, okay.
Yeah, finish your sentence. Because people have turned marriage a certain way. Mm,
Yeah, yeah, it's an institution. We have to be open to learning. We have to
mm,
understand we're coming from different backgrounds, and people
mm,
cannot be the way we want them to be. It's going to take a little while for them to adjust. So we have to
mm,
give each other grace. That's all
mm.
I have to say. Just that grace that we're not giving each other. That's the problem.
Thank you. Thank you so
Yes,
much. I
ma'am.
appreciate you, darling. Take care of yourself. And please go cook for that man, okay? Go and cook.
Yep.
Make sure
Mama,
you
I
make
cook
delicious.
now.
Be like
It doesn't
Uzo.
stress me.
Cook egusi soup. Don't say because it doesn't stress me. Men like food. Go and cook. Okay? Please cook. Oh. It's very, very important. What I find is that when you love someone, cooking for them is a pleasure. Especially when they treat you well. You love it. You cannot wait to cook for that person. But when you feel a certain kind of way, then cooking become a chore. Please give us a thumbs up. Oh, we don't have time. We don't even have up to 300 likes. And we've had an average of 800 people watching. Please, guys, can you take a minute to give us a thumbs up? Yeah? Take a minute to give us a thumbs up. Really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for those who have taken the time to like. We are talking about this narrative that people keep pushing on Twitter and social media platform and to create a divide between the gender, Nigerian couples. They keep saying, don't bring women abroad. Nigerian women are this, Nigerian women are that. And I think people are really fabricating stories because they really want to push this gender. And I'm wondering, they want to push this gender divide. Why? Why? I'm not saying that, marriages are not ending, but it is not as bad as they are making it sound. They make it sound as every couple that comes from Nigeria, automatically they divorce. Any man that goes to Nigeria to marry, automatically they divorce. Why are people pushing this just because they need people to view their channel or to get popular or whatever? Because it will trend, negative stories trend, right? Why? And do you think it's coming jackpot that breaks marriage? Because they say is once you come abroad, they become unruly, they become disrespectful, they become this, they become that. That's what we are discussing. The truth will set you free. Welcome, unmute yourself. You got 3 minutes.
Yeah, thanks for allowing me in. I don't know if I'm clear. Are you hearing me well?
No, I'm not hearing you.
How about now? Is it okay?
Yes, go ahead. Welcome. Where are you joining?
Okay. John Johnny from Europe. Just a question I would like to throw on the floor as
Mm-hmm.
to how do you uh, determine a successful marriage and at what relationship or marriage and at what point in the marriage
Mm-hmm.
do you can one say this marriage is a successful one?
What do you think? What's your answer to that?
I'm asking the question based on the on the discussion.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm asking the question
Mm-hmm.
based on the topic, okay,
Mm-hmm.
which is don't bring a woman, don't bring a man from Nigeria, and don't. And I can understand that it's floating in the social media for different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
However, the my question is a general question, regardless of geographical location. Marriage is marriage, regardless of circumstances that people came together to get married.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter to me. What I'm asking is a general question.
Mm-hmm.
How do you determine a successful marriage? And at what stage in the marriage can one say this is
What is
a
successful
successful
marriage?
marriage?
Yeah. Over the farm. Does anybody want to try? You want to attempt that question? Let me bring Brother Patrick in. Not that I don't have an answer for you, but I want some people to say something about that. He asked a question. He said, how do you determine a marriage that is successful? And at what point would you say a marriage has been successful? Somebody called Kubirat Farm said, success in marriage is a continuous process. Marriage is a lifelong thing, right? So if we want to determine success, we should be looking at lifelong, right? So, but Nenny said success means different things to different people. So, Brad Patrick, I don't know if you have a take or you want to attempt that question.
Oh, Auntie B, I wanted to cash cruise with someone here, sing that song, Omo Pupa, oh. Omo Pupa la wafe.
Amaya is so pupa. Her skin is
I
so,
know, it's been long I heard from her.
yeah, she's
Yes.
naturally pupa. Oh,
I
that girl
know,
is
I know
so
she's
pupa.
busy. Yeah.
She's
That's the
busy with Peter Obi. Peter Obi has stolen her from us. Mm.
let me answer that mark question in a different way.
Yeah.
Marriage is like number one, marriage is for matured men and women.
Mm-hmm.
I know the way I look at it. I was driving last week and God just spoke to me concerning this.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a young boy getting to college after struggling, to enter university, writing the exam, writing, what's it called, to go into university, collecting student loan. And after spending 2 years, the guy said, oh, marriage is not for me. School is not for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to drop and go and work. You go pay all the money where you collect. You go pay them back. If you collect like America, if you have a student loan of 100,000, you go pay them back.
Mm-hmm.
So marriage is for matured mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So what determines whether it's successful or not?
What I
Is it,
mean,
do you have to rate it every year? To you do like when you work in an organization, they have something they call appraiser,
yeah,
where
review.
they will look at how you've done for the year. You sit down with your manager or your team manager, supervisor, whatever, and they do an appraiser looking at how you've done for the year. How well have you done? What area do you need to go for training? What area do you need to improve on? You reflect and then you get better. Do you think that's what successful marriage means? Having an appraiser ever so often to check the health of the marriage?
And that's a very good question.
Yeah, because I'm very hesitant to say that being married for 25 years is a successful marriage. Because you can be married for 25 years and you are both miserable in it.
Very right.
Nigeria, we've seen marriages like that. Won't Jabrata.
You know, most marriages even break at the late time of the marriage. In their 50s, 60s.
I like
That
this
means
answer.
I've tolerated it long. I'm done with it.
Yeah.
So, a successful marriage has to do with you.
Mm-hmm.
What has that marriage make out of you?
Mm-hmm.
Auntie B always talk about the emotional trauma and mental trauma.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. What state are you in that marriage? Is you?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Can you boldly say, I have a successful marriage?
Yes.
Auntie B, you can boldly say that because you know you are in what God has asked you to do. If your marriage is not well, Auntie B, you will not be here Monday, Tuesday, Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
You will not be bold to say, yes, I have a successful marriage. And we'll see it in your children as well. You are their role model.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't even need a soothsayer to tell you. You are supposed to answer that question.
Mm-hmm.
Because you live with your partner.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you don't have to call somebody. You know, even if you have to go through counseling self, you'll be able to open up. This is the area I need counseling. I need to do better. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You go home and sleep without any stress.
Explore with Mr. T said, marriage is a continuous learning process. You don't graduate. Once you are ready to learn, you'll be successful. Yes. I like that. I also like what you said, Brother Patrick. A successful marriage is a marriage that is healthy and people feel like they are fulfilled.
Yes, that's gonna be one issue or the other, but you will know.
When you feel that you are healthy and you are fulfilled and fulfilling your purpose as a couple together, that's a successful marriage. Because when people are together and there's no reflection on where they are coming from, because there's no marriage that is without issues. You have issues and you have disagreements that you agree to disagree. It's not everything, even your children that you agree with. But when you are constantly, reassessing things and both of you feel fulfilled, for me personally, when both parties you are fulfilled, like I can ask behind, Bro Patrick, are you happy in your marriage? How are things? And you say, oh, I chose right. It's not been easy. It's marriage, right? But I thank God for where we are. And I can call auntie behind and ask her, and I get a similar answer. It's a successful marriage.
I just said it's you that will determine. Nobody is not going to be outside that I will tell you. You will determine. Are you living a marriage prison?
Yeah.
Yes. No. Yeah. You are supposed to answer that question by yourself.
Man of Prestige said, hey, Auntie D, a successful marriage, both partners maintain a healthy, satisfying relationship that aligns with their individual and shared goals and value. Just note that it is a moving target. Yeah. Targets. That's basically what I've just said. That maintain the health of the marriage is number one. If you are talking about success in marriage, how healthy is the marriage? And then are you satisfied in it? Are you both achieving your individual and shared goals? I think you've got your answer. Truth. The truth will set you free. Do you have a different definition?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Mr. Patrick, do you mind if I ask you a question, please?
Go ahead, sir.
Okay. You use the word matured mind. But before I come to matured mind, I'm still going to stay on that, my question I asked. And I believe you're coming from a point of view of the scripture that stands to be corrected. Am I correct or wrong, sir?
Yes, by God's grace, I'm a Christian.
Is a pastor.
Okay. Okay. Now, in John chapter 4, Jesus met the woman by the well.
Yes.
Who has been married, I think, 4 times. and the man she's with, would you say your own considered opinion that she had a successful marriage or an unsuccessful marriage, given to the fact that Christ himself said she's been married 4 times?
Yes.
How would you, this is your opinion, please.
Is this relevant to this discussion, though? This question that you
It
are
is relevant because we've had people who have been married and
asking.
are no longer married.
Yeah.
The angle I'm coming from is I don't want us to sound judgmental.
Yeah, that's why I'm pushing. You don't judge people by their marital status
Yes, I don't want us to
because you
be
don't know them.
judgmental. So that's why I'm asking this question. Okay, if the fact that I have a failed marriage or someone has a failed marriage,
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3. So that's why I brought that instances of
Yeah.
Christ
Yeah. But
into it.
you were asking in the comment section a while ago what the topic was. I'm not sure if
Yeah.
you caught when I was running through my talking points at the beginning.
No,
Oh,
I didn't join at the beginning. I
okay.
just come into it.
So, because judgmental doesn't come into the conversation at all, what we were talking about. So, what we are talking about, let me just briefly, because there's no time, I want to end. We are talking about this narrative that is, being, on social media, people are pushing this narrative about Nigerian marriages. Don't bring your wife abroad. Once you bring her abroad, she becomes unruly. She becomes disrespectful. Most Nigerian marriages are in the abroad are not working. How women are calling police for their husbands and blah 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 blah. And I'm saying that is an exaggeration of the true state of Nigerian marriages in the abroad. Because it's only the negative stories that have been spoken about, that there are thousands of Nigerians successfully married and in their marriages in the abroad. So that's what the discussion is about.
Thank you for bringing me up to speed in respect to that discussion. And I agree with you that certain individuals, social media, are pushing a negative narrative for views, subscription, and some of them are just, in my opinion, are just devilish and pushing such narrative. However, I did state that regardless of the narrative, it
Hmm.
is still coined in the name of marriage, regardless of geographical location, because what we're looking for at the end of the day is whether you bring your husband or your wife to Europe or to the US, we still want a successful marriage. Would that be correct? Regardless. So how do
Yeah.
we now determine that as to how do
So,
we determine what is a successful marriage and
so,
what is
um,
some of the narratives are not actually wrong. Most of them are wrong. Some are true. It's just for us to find a way to draw a balance as
yeah.
to what is the truth and what
Mhm.
is what
Let me
a
ask
lie.
you this. The truth to set you free. You've been asking a lot of questions. It's my turn to ask you a question.
Right,
Uh,
my brother.
do you think that healthy marriages in Nigeria they will japa and suddenly within 3 months the marriages will crash because they've jackpad? Is it the abroad that is making marriages end? Otherwise successful in quotes or happy marriages in Nigeria? Do you think environment is what is abroad? Because one of our callers earlier on said that, oh, it's because people are trying to copy white people's lifestyle and all that. Is it actually a reality or is it true that healthy marriages in Nigeria will come abroad and all of a sudden from nowhere, just because they jackpot, the marriage will crash?
Okay, thank you for the question. I appreciate it. I love questions. That's why I ask questions and I take questions too. In my view, it is a mixture of everything. Okay. That's just if we say marriages are successful in Nigeria and when they come abroad, they crash. We need to first of all ask, what do we mean by it was successful in Nigeria? If it was successful in Nigeria between those two parties,
Mhm,
that means when they go to anywhere or any part of the world, regardless of the environment, okay,
mhm,
which is the face challenges or may pose challenge to them, they will learn how to adapt to that situation because they're coming from a successful position
Mm-hmm.
into a different environment.
Mm-hmm.
Yet the environment is different from the environment. We cannot ignore that. But we
Yeah.
are looking at the word success now. The word success is applicable everywhere in the world. So if I am a successful businessman, okay, let me put it this way. If I am a honest person in Nigeria, I'm looking like individual now, or if I'm honest, a truthful person in Nigeria,
Yeah.
if I go to Antarctica or I go to Australia or I go to anywhere, I should
Mhm.
still be able to maintain that my position of
Yeah.
truthfulness and honesty.
Mm-hmm.
So the environment do play a part, but it's not left for the individuals to say, you know what, I am in a different environment right now. Things are different. It does not work the same way. So how do we adapt to this environment and still maintain paths in quote unquote successful
Mm-hmm.
relationship?
Mm-hmm.
It is the ability not to be able to maintain that it becomes a problem. Now,
Mm-hmm.
personally, this is my own opinion.
Yeah.
We tend to throw our upbringing and culture away. And when we adapt this new culture, it now becomes what? A problem. It is a fact that it's not easy over in abroad for one person to be the provider. It's not easy. Let's establish that. However, does that mean we cannot walk around it and still maintain a certain status quo that we left with back from home and still be able to have a successful relationship? Unknowing to us,
Mm-hmm.
they envy us. Some of these people, some of these Europeans or Americans, envy us, unknown to us, when they see certain things among us, even particularly our children that are respectful. It doesn't mean they are stupid. They are respectful because that is the way we've been trained to what? To be respectful. And they envy us unknowing to some of us. So
So you
that's
are
why
saying, in essence, what you are saying is that a healthy marriage in Nigeria, when it comes abroad, will remain healthy, even though there are environmental factors which needs to be
of
navigated by the couple. But
of course,
if they were actually healthy in Nigeria, then they can still navigate the new structure, environment, and all the challenges that will come their way, and they will remain so.
that is the position I have taken so far. That
I agree
this
with that.
you
Mm,
come it's like you you are in an aeroplane. Okay, you're
mm,
taking an aeroplane. When you board the aeroplane, there's
mm.
always a safety announcement, and they say, "Listen, you've bought this plane several times. Nevertheless, they will still make that safety announcement. They
And
never take it for granted to say, you know what, we
very,
look at this of names on the plane here. These people have flown with us several
mm,
times, have flown
mm,
with several airlines. So don't let us bother about that safety
mm.
announcement in case of emergency. Put on your mask first.
So,
Before you put on, have somebody else to put on their masks first. So it's the same
so
protocol.
yeah. So the thing is that, yeah, the truth will set you free. The truth, since you're using truth as a name, let me call you that. The truth is that adaptability is something that our people are not very good with. People don't like changes.
So
People,
I won't
a lot
agree
of
with
our people say, "Oh, this is how my father did it, and I have to do it." If you have that kind of mindset, this is how my mother was, this is how my father was, this is how my parents did their marriage, this is how I must do my marriage, and you come to the abroad, you are likely to have issues if you cannot, because you have to be flexible to change, especially in a new environment.
Auntie B, let me quickly add this before
I
I
agree with
forget.
you on that. You have to be flexibility is very important.
The truth will
Yeah.
set you free. Let me quickly add this.
Go ahead.
Whether you have a successful marriage from Nigeria to back to Europe, every marriages will go through turbulence. Thank you for using that airplane example. But it's you that have to work on your marriage if you want it to be successful. I'm not boasting. I spent more than $5,000 on marriage seminar with my wife, and we are still working on our marriage.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You can be, many pastors, well-known pastors that have divorced in Nigeria. We know them. I don't want to mention them here, but it's something you have to work on. It's not YouTuber. If you go, you are digging your I don't know how to say it. You are digging your downfall by listening to all those YouTubers. You got to be responsible for it. And when the accountability prefect talked to us too, you have to be accountable to your fault as well. So you have to work on it. Nothing good come easy. It's not easy. You guys are from different home. You came with your baggages. It's not easy. I'm coming to obodooyinbo. It's not going to be easy. It's not about omokupa.
So,
Yes.
Rabadrik, somebody said something that marriage in the abroad, in the Obodoyibo, is a scam for men because when one divorces, the woman takes half of the man's what? I don't know. Is it property or pension or what?
Yeah, I think it's the person is referring to property.
Yeah. So men don't fall for mugu. Somebody said it in the comment section. I saw a few people reacting to that. So again, that's a whole lot of ignorance at play. This is the problem. When you take the Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie talked about the danger of a single story. There's a real danger in listening to a single story. So you hear people saying, oh, when you divorce in the abroad, they will take your money. They will take. That is not how it works. Please, when they say you push will read, you will not read.
That person that wrote it is
Get
abroad.
information, you will not get information. So you will take a single story and run with it.
If
So
you
if you
marry,
knew,
your wife is not even working. If your wife is not working and you're in the same household, if you divorce, you're going to share the same thing. It's part of it.
and
It's
it depends
contributing.
on the access and the way you acquired it. I know
Yes.
women that they have to pay. I know this particular one. This one going to pay on so for me. Is somebody that I know. Timo, that even her, what do you guys call it in America? 401k or whatever.
1K,
Pension.
yeah.
401k. The ex-husband is sharing it with her. And she has worked as a nurse all her life. Iyanka? But you don't hear these stories because this is the danger of a single story.
Ignorance, anti-belief.
Somebody who offers she gives us pro bono counseling to some of the ladies that come here to share their story, told me she recently settled her divorce just 2 days ago, and she texted me and was telling me, do you know she was given the option of either they sell the property where they live in, of which they contributed, equally, she earns as good as he does. But she said no. Do you know what they did? They went and they did mediation, and she's asked to pay him how much was it again? I think it's $55,000. She has to pay her ex-husband $55,000. That's what was agreed as divorce settlement for her to remain in the house. Because she didn't want the house to be sold because of the children.
Yeah.
She agreed. She told me, she sent me a message, said, this was just 2 days ago. She said, Auntie B, I just want my peace. I will pay it. Let him just take it. I want my peace. Because she's been through DV. The marriage has been so, chaotic and everything. And guess what? While they were going through mediation, she told me that even the ex-husband didn't want it to end and say, can we try again? But she said, no, I've come to the end of the road. So my point is, I'm not saying that they are not men, that they are losing their properties or losing houses or losing money. I've seen it happen even here in the UK, but it depends on your financial circumstances as a couple. Men are losing, women are losing. It depends. But let's not run with a single story. That's just my point. Anyway, I
Uh,
gotta go now. The
and
truth will set you
thank
free.
you for your patience today. You've been very
Thank you.
patient.
Thank you, Brother Patrick. I appreciate you, sir. God bless you.
God
The
bless.
truth.
Yeah.
Okay, final words because I need to go to bed. Yeah.
All right, no problem. You have a good night.
All
Okay.
right, the truth
Thank you
shall
so
set you
much.
free. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Brother Patrick, if you thank you so much for joining us and have a good afternoon, sir. God will bless you. Beno, yeah, last but not the least, welcome.
Hey, Auntie B, well done, Mao. I need to buy some of this, your patience.
Now, so everybody just they hate me say I get patience when I they listen to the truth, but because I had to start all
Yeah,
over
yeah.
again.
Yeah,
Everybody
the
was
bro.
like, Auntie B, you are patient. Hey, hello, finally, God, God has heard my prayer.
Yeah, yeah. The uncle has a valid point to his
Yes. It just
comment,
took him
and
time to get to it, but I finally got his
yeah,
point, to be
yeah. I
honest. I
like the
picked his
fact that
point.
you actually let him do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, Auntie B, I know say we get our biggest topic tomorrow, which is the table, and you've already
Beno,
started discussing the table
Beno, you don't
today, and
come
we are not
home.
yet tomorrow, Auntie B. You don't begin the table today, eh?
Now you be my
Auntie
special
B,
guest tomorrow, so make sure you come early. That table must break on tomorrow.
I don't I don't laugh tire for this comment. Sisi say she like deep voice. Auntie B, I won't begin practice
All
deep voice.
these
Eh?
Ashawo girls for my channel, I don't know. All of them just they trip for the I they see all of them for the comment section. All of them,
Sisi,
this voice, all of them.
Adana, all my sisters them here, they just say, oh, the
Only
voice
voice
is
now
good.
here. Now you all of them are
Ooh,
just the
hey.
Now what
Auntie
we
B,
they talk.
I won't practice
You
deep
don't
voice
practice deep
now.
voice.
Maybe they go fall for me. All right, Auntie B, I want to talk about what's going on
No,
today, okay?
no, deep voice is an attraction for some women. Honestly, they love it.
Oh baby, oh baby. They don't take the voice, carry my sisters, then go,
Some of
Jesus.
them for that all they dream. I dey see their comment. I just dey ignore them. I say, see these girls. So we dey talk serious matter. Now they trip for voice. Eh? The truth to say if we just come bedazzle all of them for here with him
Adana,
baritone. Now baritone, I don't say Adana. Adana.
Auntie B, Adana and Sisi don't finish me today. All
Adana
the
don't
thing
let
way
me
the
sing
bros
road.
they talk,
The
they are
voice,
not just listening, they are just like listening to the voice. Oh God.
Adana the fourth voice.
These women they go kill me here, oh Jesus Christ. Anyway, just to round up, Auntie B, you don't try today. Basically, regarding what that man said about that question about what determines a successful marriage, I have not been long in marriage. I'm just about 13 years in marriage now, and I can just say that success in marriage is relative. It's individual and couples based. And to me, if you are happy every day, and even sometimes you are having your up and down with your wife or husband, but yet you guys are having more happier times together, I think you already have a successful marriage. And
Yeah.
then if you are the type of couples that work together and you set a goal, you're like, okay, babe, what are we doing for the next 5 years? And you both say, okay, maybe the wife say, let me go and further my study. The husband say, okay, let me start my business. And in 5 years, we will be here. And 5 years come, they are both at the point, at the goal they have both achieved the goal they set initially. I think that's a successful marriage. That's just for me with my own small experience. Happiness is key to me. My own thing is so far after work, I am anxious to get home. I just want to go home and play with my wife, play with my kid. I think that is success for me. And so far, your wife is okay. So far, your wife is happy with you. You are able to meet her what she wants, even if you can't provide her, but you're able to put smile on her face and she's happy with you. I think you already have a successful marriage. I don't think of successful marriage in terms of material acquisition and all that. I think it boils down to how happy are you guys and how are you growing together. And I don't think people should base a successful marriage on other people's perception of their own marriage. Some people want to hear from outsiders telling them, oh, your marriage is good, your marriage. I don't think that's how it works. If you are happy with your partner, I think you already have a successful marriage. Then coming to the topic that you raised today about this abroad marriage, Auntie B, bad news travels faster than good news.
Lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Out of if you see 10 marriage disaster posts on social media, there are thousands of successful, sweet marriage stories
God
that people
bless
are not
you.
posting out there.
God bless you.
You know, and just like you pointed out, and my sisters, brothers in the comment have already pointed out, people are interested in bad news than good news.
Yeah. If we
People
bring a
just
couple tomorrow now, we've done it before now. We bring a couple to come
Yeah.
and talk about how sweet their marriage. People will not come. They will not watch.
Yeah.
And they will be sharing things. We brought Brother Ernest. We brought Brother Ade. They've come here. Men, grown, matured men. They've come here with their wives, their spouses to talk about how they've navigated this thing called marriage. People did not come to that show. But if now when somebody buy somebody, studio go full. Now so
honestly,
they don't get spoken about, but there are good marriages out there. I bet.
A lot of good marriages. I live here in Austin, Texas. I see a lot of beautiful marriages. They have their challenges. I have mine too. And I see a lot of beautiful marriage. Yet, once in a while, you hear the bad stories. You know, I saw a post. I don't know. Maybe you mentioned it there or somewhere where somebody, or maybe it's on Okushola, where a man is complaining that his wife has come and become a nurse, and the wife is faster than him. I just look like, wow.
It's one of the firm that said it that
I'm like, wow. You know, people are fast to say, women in America, in abroad, once they are nurses, they divorce their husband. But they don't point out thousands of women and men who are nurses and they're having fantastic marriage. So good news travel, bad news travel faster, and people harp on bad news. Even bloggers, content creators, they want bad news because bad news na better market.
Exactly. Yes. Now it's all about marketing. Not be say I know if you bring people come here. I know a minimum of maybe 20 couples at the top of my head I can bring that they've been married over 20 years to share. But now it's all about marketing. Now nobody want listen. It's not tantalizing. It's not interesting. Timothy say, God bless you. Even the post when you got a happy marriage and you post, you not go see likes, so they will not like it. They won't like it. I don't know.
It's true.
I wish Pastor Shla will stop posting all these negative bad marriages and post more happy posts of happy people happily married. No, because people that are happily married will not reach out to him. The Bible says that Jesus said that if you are not sick, you don't need a doctor. Okay, exactly. He's a marriage counselor, so people go to him with problems. Just like I'm here always talking about, healthy marriages, domestic violence. So people don't reach out to me and say, I'm so happy. 25 years I've been married. My husband has never done this. We never had any fight. It's the ones that are suffering that will reach out. That's just how it is.
Yeah, people just want to bad news, blah 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 blah.
But people as adults, I think we need to train ourselves to know that social media does not represent actual life. That's what Omoye said.
God bless
social
you.
Social media is not real life. It's not real life. Don't come to social media because you want to come and that's where you want to get all the valid information that you need for your life. You go tire. That's also bad news.
And lastly, Auntie B, when it comes to marrying for abroad or going to Africa or Nigeria in particular to go and marry, my take is marry where you find somebody that will give you peace and happiness. As a man, that's what I've been preaching to my friends. If you are here in America, find somebody here that both of you have good chemistry. At least when I go see each other for a while, you will see each other, you will date each other, you begin to see how things they go. Settle down. If you say you go Nigeria, go marry. A lot of people are marrying from Nigeria and they are being successful with it. Well, good luck to you. But make sure you know the person you are going to marry. You can't just say, just like Auntie B has made fun of it here, people attracted to Bobby Yash and all of that, and say, oh, this babe, I see her for social media. In fact, Nigerian girls now, they are hunting for men on social media. They are hunting. Nigerian ladies, They find men like it be like who they go market, go buy product on sales. It's just like Good Friday on in America where they sell market cheap. You see everybody run to stores. They won't go hustle. That's the way it is with Nigerian ladies now. If you're abroad, you see lady for abroad for Nigeria, and they are sending you sweet things, and you feel like, man, when I bring this lady come, she's gonna serve me right. Well, if you are lucky, oh, she comes, she serve you right. And if you are lucky, you bring her come, you no gree change your way. By the time she begins serve you water, don't just come to social media and say, hey, I marry her, come. She don't come scatter the whole thing for me for yeah, blah, 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 blah. I don't believe in that. Find somebody that works for you. And I think it's because I know I pride myself, say I'll be traditional man. And I believe it's because some people don't understand that you can be a blended traditional man. You can still hold on to your culture and tradition, and at the same time, understand what is going in the present. What are people doing now? What does your woman want? You can't marry a woman in America and expect her to behave as if she's in Nigeria, as if to give you that Nigerian vibe. Or maybe you wake up, you expect she can't serve you breakfast on her news.
So, Ben, the reason why that word traditional man can't get negative connotation, especially on this my channel, is because of the way when some people like APC Kene don't use her in the past. They use that word negatively. The way they make and sound, because those people now people where they misogynistic, extreme chauvinistic. When you hear extreme patriarchal men, now they be. You understand? So when you say traditional now, it will come be like say, nah, something where not good.
No, traditional is good because Auntie B, I don't know. I respect your knowledge well. That's why I value you and my sisters for Obodo. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I think when women said, I want to marry a man that will open the car door for me, a man that will provide and protect, I think they are describing a traditional man. Is that not what it means?
No. Traditional
what
man
does
is
it mean?
the one. The example we gave the other day, you don't forget. The one where you say, you know, need and give am food, they call family meeting. The one you know, greet and good morning, sir.
No, that one na ancestor be that one. That one no be traditional man. No, that one na ancestors.
And the cooking and serving your husband, that one a part of us. We grew up with it. All of us were taught how to do it. So even if you don't expect to do it all the time, we enjoy doing it. I know say Nigerian woman when no go like to cook for your husband or say, oh, make it serve you. That one a normal thing. It's normal.
Yeah, we need to set the record straight. Maybe tomorrow we'll go dissect these things then properly. If you need to know if you are if you need to know if you are married to an ancestor or you are married to a traditional man who respect values and culture and who want to treat you like a queen. It's two different things. Because an ancestor is the one that will say, I don't want you to work, I want you to stay at home. An ancestor is the one that will say, whatever I say is fine now, you don't have a say. An ancestor is the kind of man that will tell her wife in this modern day, my friend, shut up there, I'm talking, you are talking. Who are you? My friend, go and sit down there. You know?
You get one man for you now, our friend. I know they say I'm for that platform anymore. Now I cannot be an Igbo man. That man an ancestor, as you take describe. So one day he called the show, he can talk, say whether if somebody come our house, ask me a day here. So first ask me whether I'm married. Now say what's I get to do with anything? We are talking why is my marital status important? Anyone know? I say, okay, yes, I am. Because first of all, I think the way he wants to judge me is based on whether I am married or single. Do you understand?
Okay.
So he now asked the question, and I said, if somebody comes to our house now, they need something now, who will attend to the person?
Mm-hmm.
I kid you not. He asked that question. I said, who will attend to the person? I said, it depends on what they need. If our neighbor, we have an elderly neighbor, she's a Nigerian woman in her 70s. She comes to the house, and maybe one time she needed help to take her bin. I told my children to always take her bin for her, you know, or she needed salt or something. Of course, it's me that will attend to the person. He said, no, say I no get right to go attend to anybody. It's my husband that should be the one that will be answering the door. You remember that day, Sarah? If I'm lying, he said that means I don't have respect for my husband. As a traditional man, saying I ain't supposed to be the one that will answer to anything when they come the house. Now be the head of the house. I say, who they follow and drag?
That one ancestor in the describe. So yeah, that's an ancestor.
Yeah, and
Seriously speaking.
that not be small wahala. He say if you see him
Oh, no.
mindset, now somebody come tell us. The young lady, she's one of our the family, she's from Anambra State. She actually told us the village where that mindset is from. There's a tribe in Anambra State where that thinking comes from. No, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Hey,
Oh,
yeah.
the way you are saying it is funny now.
Ola, man of prestige, do you remember? She was telling us that is where she comes from. That is their mentality. They see women as, you are meant to be seen, not like you are meant to speak or to be heard.
In this modern world?
Oh, Jesus. So be
No,
careful.
it sounds strange to me, Auntie B,
No,
because
it's real. It's real. So if you dey tag yourself traditional man, be careful with that word. Be
because
very
to
careful.
me, my why I say traditional man is because I hold on to those traditional values. For
For
instance,
my show, he tell Omoye, I still remember him. He tell Omoye, my sister wey call today, he tell her say make shut up. Say how dare she dey talk when they talk.
Are you kidding me?
Now live stream
Oh
now.
boy.
Now the live stream, so I cannot. It's not. I'm not making it up.
Thank God I wasn't here then.
Traditional
No.
man, if that man describes traditional man for you, Ben, you will never tag yourself traditional man. Never.
Where he told a sister on live show that she should shut up. Well, God, I thank you. I wasn't here by then because I go trace and go in social media. We go, the thing go rough. You don't tell a woman that.
Yeah,
No.
that were here that day, Bio was so triggered. He give Antoram.
Oh,
He called him out.
no. Which kind of thinking? What kind of mentality is that?
Yes.
In fact, my thing is women will be women. Women have the freedom to even act however they want.
No, he has
you be the man where we say you have to exercise patience and you have to understand how to manage her, not be to attack her. Well, maybe my view fit dey old, but my own thing is nobody is disrespecting my sister, my daughter, my wife, my female friends that you can't disrespect that. I don't take that because that one, as I don't talk at be ancient ancestors anyway. Make I no go para here. But this is a very good show, Auntie B. I really appreciate you. So anybody, I beg, find wife where you see person where una mash the people where they Africa, they open eye pass us where they we got to be honest, Auntie B. The women and boys in Africa, they are way. In fact, they are all open eye. We where they abroad, we they learn from them, and they don't get pity for eye. Forget then. They no pity
for Ola to block that person. That man why they talk so. Ola no they block people. For Ola to block and that's to tell you he's extreme. When you hear of extreme patriarchy, people they like that. That's what I'm saying. When people are talking, please you need to listen to what they are saying. No, honestly. No. Anyway, let's end the show. Ben, I will see you tomorrow.
No problem, man. Thank you, brother fam.
You do well. Thank you.
Yes,
when they can't learn from you, they don't know say Undofa. You do well. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Come early, oh.
All right, man. Thank you, man.
All right. Thank you. God bless you. Okay. That's brother Beno. Afro Zen things. Yeah. They don't come. They don't come. They don't come. Once you hear on a tribe, and I go jump. Why on two they do that thing? Austin, why? What is so special about your tribe that cannot be mentioned? Obodooyinbo TV and co-host, wetin Anambra men do with our tradition. Now the whole Anambra men na we talk. Now this one now they do unification. I beg, come on for here. Once you don't hear, you go jump enter on the defend tribe. The one that they defend tribe, go they defend tribe. As if your tribe is perfect. There's no perfect tribe in Nigeria. I mean, you rest. Rest in Jesus' name. Austin, rest. Rest. Go help Peter Obi fight for Abuja. They go Supreme Court tomorrow. Hey, let me rest. Oh, thank you so much, everybody. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Give us a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this show. Tomorrow we are back. Yeah, I'm gonna have Brother Ben tomorrow, and we are going to be talking about this table. Table. We are shaking table tomorrow. I've set this thing up for days now. We've not been able to get to it. So tomorrow we are going to be looking at this table. We want to ask. I want to invite as many men, as many brothers. Come tomorrow and tell us, what do you want on this table? What do women bring to the table? What do you bring to the table? We want to know what you want on this table. Tomorrow, we are going to be doing that show at 7 p.m. So please join us. Thank you very much. Now, your tradition be waiting. What's your tradition? Austin, Ufoma, what is your tradition? What exactly is your tradition? No start with tradition with me here tonight, I beg. I don't get the energy for her. Who tradition help? Tradition wey no fit give una, you no fit give Nigeria 24 hours electricity till since how many years when Nigeria be? I beg, rest. Tradition, my foot. You could just think something is tradition, that means we have to hold on to it for life. Tradition evolves, okay? In Calabar tradition, someone like my husband for no dey alive because my husband is a twin. Do you understand? If he was born some 100 years ago, if for no dey alive, because Calabar tradition believes say twins na abomination. Do you get it? So I bet just carry your tradition waka. Why it change when twins they live today now? Now because they know say that tradition, Oyibo open their eye to show them say that tradition no good. Now God give children. 2 days ago, I see one woman for social media where born other than 9 babies. They say she born at once. So what is tradition? Tradition has to evolve. Any tradition that doesn't evolve becomes hostile. It should be thrown away. Any tradition that is oppressive to any demography or group of people is a wicked tradition and should be cancelled. The tradition that female children cannot inherit. Now, your tradition, is it a good tradition? If you work hard for your money and you delete all the things you earn, say you have only daughters, they cannot inherit from you. What kind of tradition is that? Don't let me start, please. Don't let me block you. I dey block traditionalists well, look. So just maintain if you won't stay here. Otherwise, you will be shut up forever. Mara Presti, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thanks for the super chat. God bless you. Now I don't do almost, I said I was gonna do just all these colors back to back. Makes it long. Sir. Sir, it don't they cost Ada, it don't they cost another person. Austin don't they cost Adanna. Say you know be real Igbo girl, otherwise you will not insult your elder. See. You when you be real Igbo man now, see, don't they I tell insult you now. You see? You just came here now, you're already causing confusion. Austin, I bet go away. Just go. Find your level, okay? Go to somewhere, go to custom and tradition. Go to custom and tradition group where they are upholding the custom and tradition forever. All right? Thank you very much. God bless you. No, Adanna is fine. It's fine. I've taken care of business. I'm not going to allow anybody to be disrespected. When you come here, say your opinion. People don't need to agree with you, but your opinion is valid as long as you're not insulting anybody. It's fine. Don't get triggered when your tradition is mentioned or your tribe is mentioned. Nobody's perfect. No culture or tradition in Nigeria is perfect. It should be evolving. Let's pick the good aspect of it and move on. The ones that are not good, like the one I just mentioned now, that female children cannot inherit in some part of in eastern part of Nigeria, that they cannot inherit their own father's property. I was so glad when I saw that one governor in the east changed that mumu rule. The only reason why this thing perpetuates from generation to generation is because it favors a particular group of people. That's why. They don't want changes because they prefer the man to work and his daughters cannot inherit. Then the uncles and distant family who didn't labor will swoop in and take everything. So, no hide on that tradition to be doing evil. Until Oda. God bless you. Thank you very much. We talk about Yoruba demons here all the time. So Yoruba people coming to fight. Some people sabi throw sha. They throw person, eh? Kai. Now it is well. Nobody will know they talk about for here. We talk about everybody. Okay? It's not about the tribe, it's about the learning that we're taking from it. And if now your turn to collect, if now your tribe turn to collect, you go collect that day. Tomorrow another person go collect. That's what they do. Collecting for here is not selective to any tribe. Hey, thank you so much. God bless you, everybody. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and like. And tomorrow, Brother Patrick, you say you'll be here tomorrow. You coming to break the table? Or you want to bring it? Okay. Brother Patrick, bring the table tomorrow. And Ben will break the table tomorrow. Oh, Brother Patrick, I will bring the table tomorrow. Ben say, Uncle Patrick, I beg, bring the table. Eh? You bring the traditional table and you will break it. Lobaton, case settled. Bye, guys. I see you tomorrow, bright and early, 7 p.m. Like, subscribe, and share. I love you guys. Have a good afternoon. Bye. So, before I sign out, I just want to say success in a marriage is determined only by the two people in it. It's not by outsiders. Just responding to what the truth said earlier on. It's only you in a marriage that knows whether you've been successful or not. And it is only you that can answer that question. Are you fulfilled? Are you happy? Some people, some women just having children in a marriage alone, they'll tell you that the marriage is successful. Some men, maybe they were able to buy a house. They rate the success of their marriages by material things. But as far as I'm concerned, any marriage where there is no abuse, there's no DV, and people have supported one another, like Ola said, to achieve their both common and individual goals, and they are still happy every day together. Even if it's not 24-hour happiness, at least they are surviving it and navigating life, able to, when problems come, they resolve the problem, they move on. That's a successful marriage. Yeah, marriage is a lifelong thing, so things happen, but it is well. May God help us. Thank you so much. Ingobis, thank you for the super chat. God bless you. I appreciate everybody. See you tomorrow night. Bye. Adanna, sorry about that, my darling. No mind that's unfortunate incident. It's not meant to happen.